So we're going in blind. Here's the video, chat. We are going to watch a 2.5-hour Minecraft video. I will pause a lot. This will probably take me 4 hours to get through. So get your fucking popcorn ready. Get your snackies ready. I'm cracking a Red Bull because we're going to be here for a damn long time. Let's dive in to the video.
In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever. Now, each player has the freedom to do whatever they want. Farm for food, become a dictator, and build a society. At least as best as they can, because while one island is a rich, green paradise, the other one...
You're kidding me.
...is a barren wasteland.
Okay, dude, this intro's crazy. The intro's crazy, not because just the music, the score, the scope. The fact, and I don't know if this is what they did, the fact that they got 1,000 real people had all of their POVs. Is this right? Do they actually get 1,000 POVs from every participant and go through all of them? This undertaking is insane. This is crazy. It took 2 years to edit this video. That's insane. 2 years to edit this. Bro, you could be like master in League of Legends in 2 years in that time. You could graduate from college in that time. You could finish One Piece almost in that time. I'm a mod for Ish, and I was in the video briefly. I hope you enjoy. We had a blast in the event. Island 1 for the win. And yes, we had a replay mod for POVs. Hubba bubba. I think 1,000 Bits of Legacy is an absolute go-to video. Hope you enjoy it. Okay. Let's just jump in.
It's up to each player to work with what they've got. Will there be peace between the islands, or will there be war? What ended up happening is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen. All I will say is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video.
Now, I have not watched this video. I'm going to guess what happens based off of my literacy. I watched Attack on Titan. Is that the poor nation is going to eventually grow fed up with the lives that they are forced to lead, try to build a rebellion, and then attack the strong people. And the strong people will grow selfish and greedy. There will be a lot of infighting. Their numbers will be smaller. Their cohesiveness will be smaller. And I hope, if it's a great story, the rebels, which in this case are the poor people forced to live the poor lives, succeed in their ability to take over. We'll see.
I present to you the rich and poor 1,000 player civilization experiment.
Damn, bro. I'm excited for this.
Participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel. All right, we got 1,000. Good luck, everyone.
Subscribe.
It was the beginning of day 1, and all 1,000 players began to explore their new homes.
What is this place?
Before the first day, I had made everyone choose randomly between Island 1 and Island 2. And I didn't tell them that one of the islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland.
We spent 2 years making this video. We hope you enjoy it. The entire production team is watching. Dude, you know what's funny? Is I've gotten like 5 donations from people who are all like, I worked on this video. How many fucking people worked on this video? How many people worked on this video? Well, yeah, I know there's 1,000 participants, but I mean just the production side. Actually, wait. I think Ish might have messaged me this last night. I'm forgetting. I said, how big's the team? The video scope is massive. He said, lots of different teams, actually. Editing team is about 5 to 7. Event staff is about 30. Map making team is 15. And our applications team, which is just people who comb through thousands of applications for people to participate, is a team of 30. So I guess the entire team is 80, you know, a little under 100. Wow, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy, bro. All for Minecraft? Well, I think you're limiting Minecraft. Minecraft is the vehicle in which they're telling a story, right? In a way, if you were to try to do this in real life, the costs would be 1000x, if not more. Like, I know this sounds large in scope, and it is. But if you were to get 2 islands, you know what I'm saying? Like, it allows you to achieve things you wouldn't be able to achieve also in the real world. I think Minecraft's a cool vehicle to do this.
Hey, you guys having a good time?
No.
There's nothing here. Please tell me where the trees are, bro. I cannot find anything.
It didn't take long for the people who chose Island 1 to realize they had made a massive mistake.
I hate this place. I hate
Massive.
this place. I hate this place.
Players realized that building civilizations on Island 1 would be particularly challenging, and not only because it was empty, but because some parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow biome.
Oh no! No, no, no! Oh!
And right next door, a massive volcano that could erupt at any moment.
Ooh, I'm not going down there.
This volcano also happens to heat up all the water on the island.
Oh my God.
Okay.
This killed a lot of people. Now, to begin building civilizations, the players needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material, and without it, you really can't do anything.
Yeah. Foundation
Now,
of all
for
building.
Island 1, there was one tree on the island, and it was pretty big too. But, of course, it was completely surrounded by boiling water.
You've got to be kidding me.
Meanwhile, let's go over to Island 2.
Transition, W transition. It's perma-life, yeah. Everyone only has their one life. When they die, they're gone forever. So the population of the poor civilization has already dwindled by, like, what is that, 4%? Hello, I'm one of the manager app leaders here. 2 production, 8 admins, 8 editors, 40 app team, 36 event staffs, 30 mods. Damn. Thank you for the $10. I know a lot of people who are on the production team, and Cass, it is absolute cinema. You're going to love it. Okay. I hate it. Dude, there's 80 people watching me react to this. They all worked on this for 2 years. I'm like, I'm going to stick to You Laugh, You Loses.
Hey guys.
Hi, Ish.
Life on Island 2 was beautiful. The terrain was green, the trees were plentiful, and the water was normal temperature.
I should keep asking questions, because then the devs are going to keep fucking donating me to answer the questions. How'd you guys build this?
Open for business.
Solid water? This is from the ocean. Are you trying to make me drink ocean water?
No.
The people on Island 2 immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth. You are literally a piece of gold.
So wait, they know there's an Island 1 and an Island 2. Do they know that the other island is the contrary? Or do they just know that there's another island?
Yeah.
The only real danger on Island 2 was the possibility of falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood. But some people found a way to even work around that. So you're planning to build a bakery.
Yes, I am.
And you're forcing your employees to go up and get oak?
Oh, no.
She forcing you to work up here.
Hey, no. It's double carrots, triple carrots.
I don't want
say
carrots.
anything.
I want fair working conditions.
Also, because of the vast amounts of trees, people were very quickly able to craft tools that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Saps. You doing okay?
Yeah, I mean, this island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, I'm loaded.
Damn.
Overall, the people of Island 2 were thrilled with their new home, thrilled with their wealth, and they were very optimistic about their future.
Dude, I'm impressed that they found diamonds so quickly. It would probably take me a couple days of just mining to get that.
By the end of the first day, players on Island 1 had finally reached the big tree. You realize how high up you are?
Oh yeah, I know. We're not scared.
No?
No pain, no gain.
Island 1 was still pretty far from having fully fledged civilizations, but there were communities starting to form. For example, this player named Remy the Rats made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving.
Oh, that's cute.
Remy the Rat, what are you serving them here? It's very popular. Bread? And you could, what the frick? Why?
What's the payment?
Ooh, is this a bread line?
Yes.
Oh no.
I like that they actually formed a line. That's cute.
I also got word that there was a small group of people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
People at the volcano.
What type of people would choose to live on a volcano? Hey guys.
Is there proximity chat?
What the
Hey, how's it going, Ish? Welcome to the Mafia.
This was Lingolini, and he had recruited about 20 people to join his Italian mafia.
That makes sense.
His goals were very simple: make friends and get rich.
Hold on, Ish, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't tell anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
We'll check back in with these guys later.
Linguini
but in the
seems like a
meantime,
a nice
on
guy.
Island 2, there were
And a unique
actual
IP I've never seen
huge
before.
civilizations starting to form.
I don't care about power. I don't care about government. I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Call Me Cass.
Okay, then you care about government. Like, okay, then who's going to help pay for that to make it a nice place and enforce the niceness of it? Like, you care about government. You are literally describing local government.
Was the leader of about 50 people in a nation she named the Cass Coalition. And a coalition it was of very different types of people, including pirates, bankers, Canadian cartels, bakery owners, and their employees.
I want fair working conditions.
How much are you even being paid to work up here?
Paid? People are getting paid?
Now, later in the day, Island 2 would face its first conflict.
Well, shout out to the score. It's phenomenal. I don't know if this is like a unique score. It's really good. Island 2 had diamonds on the surface while we had people starving on the first day Island 1. Someone's bitter. Someone's mad they picked the wrong island. Be born in a better island, bro. Like, what are you asking?
Hey, you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Who are you?
A group of about 20 people were extracting sand from the shore right next to the Cass Coalition. Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
We're actually 5 nations combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top and over 150 citizens.
Dude, fucking British people. Like, they find a way to colonize even the poorest of islands. It's impressive, really.
We're going to turn this mountain into our city currently.
Ah, okay. The Commonwealth leaders were very ambitious and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even if it came at the expense of others. Overall, by the end of the day, Island 2 was much further ahead than Island 1, as expected. But let's see what happens in the following days.
Wow. 10% of all players dead on Island 1 and just under 1% dead on Island 2.
As players logged back in the next day, nobody was expecting that the beginning of day 2 would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event.
How long? I wonder how long the recording is. How do you get everyone on at the same time? I'm basically asking, what jobless 1,000 people did you ask to do this? Are they all creators?
Revy the Rats was running his restaurant when he received a visit from a player named Spood.
Does anyone... Knight, I need food, I'm dying.
Yo, Spood.
Well, yeah.
I do have food. You're private, but
I need food. Oh, God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now, this player, Spood, was a rising leader on Island 1. He was known for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spood's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity, to further his political ambitions. That is, until...
Oh!
Oh my God.
Oh, he's a traitor. He was trying to assassinate Spood.
He's the Julius Caesar of the server.
Spood had survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on Island 1.
Oh my God, he did the fucking Trump. How much you want to fucking bet? How much do you want to bet that he paid that person to assassinate him? I'm just saying.
People were drawn to him, and on day 2, Spood used this leverage to establish
Spood changes his helmet, so it's just a bandage on his ear.
an empire named West.
That would be fire.
These people have made me
Wait, this happened before the Trump assassination attempt. Isn't that crazy?
This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly.
He's really just becoming a Roman dictator.
Even though the people of West Helm were still struggling with food and resources, their motivation to succeed was unbelievably high.
Earlier, somebody tried to take my life. Someone with this face. But now, he's dead!
For the first time, it seemed like the people of Island 1 had hope.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon. Nearly killed by some dude.
Nice song.
Island 1 was finally starting to develop civilizations, but not all of them were as motivated as West Helm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore.
So wait, Spood's part of the... Spood is in Broke Island and gained power by giving away food, which is a rare commodity because it's Broke Island. And then had an assassination attempt because people were, I guess, theorizing that the generosity was actually a power grab and they wanted to stop him before he became too powerful. Okay, I'm following. Hi, I'm a map maker for Ish here. $10, easy. Sessions were typically 2 hours a day, sometimes longer, each evening for almost 2 weeks during final season. Hubba bubba. Oh, wait, am I stealing $10 from like a 19-year-old here? Thank you.
That literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest of the world.
Quoth the Raven, nevermore.
And honestly, these guys weren't wrong to be pessimistic.
Thank you, Toaster, for the sub.
See, some of the people who chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find troves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano and covered the entire island. This lava layer ended up killing a lot of people. That said, a lot of people weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
How are rumors spreading? Discord.
2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh, in fact, artists on Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning, including a few creations by our mafia.
It took 30 hours. It took 30 hours. It's funny. Took 30 hours. Join the Linguini mob family. Workers of Island 1 must unite. Unification effort today.
Leader
and then they have the attack on Titan.
Lingolini. Speaking of Lingolini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
I just survived an assassination attempt.
What?
Whoa. Mamma mia, help me. I'm getting chased. Lego likes just attacked me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But Lingolini was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you going to do about that then?
I put a hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that the Lego likes is an enemy of the mafia.
But then, during our interview... Oh, wait, who's coming out over here? There's some people coming down.
Oh, those are people from Infernus. They're our allies.
Oh, really?
They don't look like allies, brother.
Lingolini had decided to share his volcano territory with a larger group called Infernus, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano.
A religious cult.
I spoke with the leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the Queen of Infernus.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Lingolini to do just that.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed to protect each other in case of an invasion, and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
IP distinct Koopa shell.
Now, speaking of invasions, on day 2, the Cass Coalition was approached by an army of boats.
Oh, crap. Guys, I think we're under attack.
It looked like for some reason the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
Oh my, what? The Commonwealth made up of 5 smaller nation states is invading different areas? What the fuck?
No, we can't fight this. We got
How could you have seen that coming?
Get everyone out. Get everyone out.
But after a few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
We are not here to invade, I swear.
I got
We're not here to invade you, we promise.
So seems like why are y'all here? It's you must.
My bad.
I didn't do anything.
I made a harsh judgment.
You didn't do anything. Okay.
The leader of the migrants, a player named 3 Below Zero, profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off. What's going on, Cass?
I know they didn't mean to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear. Now on day 2,
Where are
players
they
have
migrating?
finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all.
No,
but
I'm not referring to the migrants as an invader. I wasn't saying that.
Fields or finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Caste Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor ruled by a monarch named Jofiel.
The red stands for the underground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
God, flag makers are the least creative people on earth. I'm sorry, Joe Feel. They've been doing that shit for, I'm not lying, 2,000 years, bro. Yeah, let's fucking get some new shit in there. Let's spice it up. What do you want him to do? I don't know, the skull of your enemy.
Hey Ludwig, hope you enjoy the Ish video.
Thank you.
It's genuinely one of the best Minecraft video ever and I'm so glad to have been in the video and Ish's community.
Shout out Ish.
Center Island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small nation called Barbie Land. What is
I like Barbie Land.
Plastic?
Oh, God.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And lastly, the southern island was big, but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles and swamps. As a result, nobody really wanted to stay there, although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no roof.
Hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group.
Dude, joining like a Minecraft 1,000-person like PvP or RP server and then just building a fucking vacation home by yourself, that's kind of fire. That's kind of fire. I like it. I like it.
Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Caste Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
Oh, don't tell me this video is an allegory for why immigrants are actually going to take over the culture of an area that they go to. These immigrants who went to Island 1 slowly started taking over the culture of Island 1. And little did people know this small group. No!
We are blessed to live where we live, and we intend to use it for good. We are enlightened. We are the light. We are Luminara.
Thank you for the $10, Mythical.
The migrants had decided to call their civilization Luminara. They saw themselves as the light of Island 2, the innovators, the inventors. See, the reason 3 Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident. After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other island so that when the day comes, when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the two islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith to perhaps bring about world peace.
He's a fucking hero. Dude, he's a fucking hero. He's a visionary. Oh my God. Give this guy an Isaac Asimov novel.
But it wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were angry. Their fear was that Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
It's not so good that the second in command is on a different page. Thank you, Jose, for the 20 gifted.
That bridge is a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us, and Luminara is going to be their first target.
What about the goal of world peace?
I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong. We shouldn't be trying to befriend our enemies. The way we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
What if 3 Below Zero says no? What if they finish the bridge?
Well, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
So he basically said, how does he attempt to do world peace? He would cleanse all of the other islands, so the only people who remain are his islanders. Interesting.
As Day 2 came to an end, tensions were rising, both within nations and between islands, leaving people worried about what's going to happen next.
Oof. Damn. 3 people died on the one island. What is that, 25 on the other one?
Back at Island 1, I was watching a small group of pirates who called themselves Al-Karasina.
Al-Karasina, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging around with the pirates.
Lego likes.
Lego likes just take me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him.
So to be clear, Lego Likes had a bounty on his head, and he was hanging around pirates.
Oh my God, he's Monkey D.
You can
Luffy.
probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here.
So is this is everything you guys got, huh? Not much.
Ooh. They're boiling him! Oh no! Oh my gosh! The Al-Karasina pirates had killed Lego Likes, but there was a small problem. Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Lego Likes had technically died to boiling water instead of a player, Lingolini didn't know who actually killed him. But fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today. So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes.
We expect.
All right.
If you bring somebody's skull, you should get paid. I'm in accord on this. I'm in accord. I think the skull is a good backup signifier to the ledger.
Well, I'll go.
Are they just spamming mashallah? That is crazy.
Let me talk.
Oh my God.
By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a coliseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor Spood was still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
I'll say it right now, Spood's not making it far.
We invited you here mainly
If you're a Roman history enjoyer, he's not going to make it far. They never do.
to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
Just not using flammable materials.
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Emperor Spoon had come in with good intentions, but it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor Spoon left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry guys, sorry, I'm late.
This is Benji, and he's the leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization, called Elysium. See, on day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore. So he founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance.
Yeah, I play Hades too. I knew about that shit. I played Hades too, bro. I know Elysium's the fucking good place to go when you're dead.
To relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1.
Cross my name off the list. This is without rhyme or reason.
Look at these Elysium guys swimming in the water.
So, I'm sorry. I'm confused. Spood had basically all the social power to be the leader of the island and then gave it up because he got bored in a meeting? Honestly, this is like 1-to-1 with the Game of Thrones plotline. A 16-year-old with basically power gifted to them and then throw it away because they're a bored 16-year-old.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
All right, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do? We need the pufferfish. Quick.
There it is.
All right.
Wait, what the fuck happened?
What do I have to do?
All right, if anyone drops...
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
All right, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do? We need the pufferfish. Quick.
There it is.
All right.
A miracle from God has occurred. A mushroom cow.
We can kill it for leather!
Now, back at the Blue Cross, Benji and the other leaders discussed the possibility of creating a full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westholme's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer. But first...
Before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
See, there were a few civilizations not present at the meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First was the Alcaracina Pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
They were on their way to collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Lingolini Mafia. Oh, yes, they're waiting.
Hello, I'm looking for Mario.
Hello.
His name's not fucking Mario, it's Lingolini.
It's a me. Ooh, mamma mia. It looks like a small brain. It sure looks like a Lego lights.
Meanwhile, the Nevermore
Plus
cult
one.
would probably be a little bit more difficult to convince, but the Blue Cross said they'd try anyway. Now, as for the fourth and final nation, well, it was a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated and secretive. They were also rumored to have an extremely...
Did they make this build? Like, what is this build? This is massive. You're telling me they get to play 2 hours a night. It's been 6 hours and they made this shit? It's 500 people. I don't care. If I did this, it would take, I don't know, 6-7 days.
strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters. As a result, people were kind of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1.
This is exactly what I predicted going in. It's a very common trope. I think it's a very common occurrence in history. You know, what do the weak have? Each other. And how do you become strong? It's with numbers. You know? And the rich and the powerful will not think they need a coalition. They won't unite numbers. They're resting on their laurels.
At first, Island Island 1 was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
What?
As you can see, there was a bit of commotion at the Commonwealth.
Commotion? It's domestic terrorism. It's not I'm sorry, slaying like all of the cattle and with TNT, it's domestic terrorism.
They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication. What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving. What? We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall, the Commonwealth was having trouble getting anything done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power. See, there were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weight as the biggest faction?
My God. These motherfuckers dealing with the same shit we did in 1776.
It is ridiculous that Armin's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I need about 50 people, he has barely 5.
Because of all the fighting and disarray,
there's no way that Rhode Island should count the same as California in the Senate, but they do. That's why you have 2 separate votes. One for the state's hoodness and the other for the population.
Citizens started moving to other nations like the Cass Coalition. Cass's style of governing, letting people do whatever they want, was making her very popular with her people.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Really focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences. Like,
yeah, I mean, letting everybody do their thing works until somebody does their thing that impedes somebody else's thing, and you have to judge over which one's thing is more important.
Players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
Wow, this is so interesting. So we have like a libertarian state that so far seems to be working great. Then we have a Commonwealth where they're battling over power over the Commonwealth. You know, it's interesting. It's interesting how this is.
Placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone. That way no one can burn us down.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Because it's not up to code.
So then, citizens took matters into their own hands.
Okay, yeah, like you can't live in a libertarian state and have your job be building inspector. It's like you live in the wrong neighborhood for that. That's insane. You're in a fucking libertarian state. They can build whatever they damn well please. If they want to build it out of hay and the big bad wolf lives down the street, then that's up to them. That's their house that gets burned down. What do you give a shit? It's a libertarian state. You gotta let it happen. Oh. That is, I want to say that's a little cruel. To kill somebody via stalagmite traps is a little cruel. That's an insane assassination.
No. Anyway, on day 3,
what an illustration of how atypical death is on this rich island where everybody's flooding the chat with Fs. Because death has come, what? Once, twice a day, maybe?
Biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and Tricolor. Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions, one of them being an underground city.
Oh
my gosh. This is big.
Yeah.
People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Aperion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Upheaval colonizing people happened to be false. Upheaval was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1. That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the two border states. So Jofiel invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting.
It is sad to see that just the idea of an island uniting is creating tension, you know? It can't be celebrated. It's a threat now.
The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge. So he sent in his place his second in command, Flux.
Honestly, 3 Below Zero he's like a classic leader. You know, he's one of those leaders with a great vision, a great heart, but altogether a bad leader. If you don't know your right-hand man has not just another worldview, an opposing worldview, you're nothing but naive. Hey, Ludwig, square up. Oh, he's in chat. It's true. What do you want from me, bro? You're George fucking W. Bush, and you got Dick Cheney running the show.
Flux, what's your plan here?
I mean, to delegate a meeting with all the world leaders so you can build a bridge, motherfucker, delegate the bridge. Like, what do you mean? Delegate that's the easy part to delegate.
I don't care what 3 Below Zero says. We need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Good luck, sir. And because this meeting was the most important event yet on Island 2, Jofiel invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any nation. Saps, where are you going?
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited. I'm terrified.
I like
I'm
that. I like
Saps. Cause a war.
I trust Sap. I trust 3 Below Zero, even if I think they're a bit.
Well, we at the great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks.
God, I would fucking shoot every person in the Commonwealth. I would bring out 2 fucking Uzis on the table. Fucking mow down the Commonwealth. The island would be better for it. I'm sorry to say. Just the food that they drop is like, ugh. The only good food they get is the food they get from the other places on the island. You know what I'm saying?
That's great.
So, as the president of Aperion, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Here, here.
I can agree to that. Yeah, I like that. That's good.
Are they just making NATO? They're making NATO. All right.
That's a good start, but if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well, by the time you can even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
Which is why I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flux.
An attack is inevitable. There's no alternative except for you getting attacked.
Let Jovial finish.
Island 1 is starving. They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
Jofiel going for the America route. Okay? World police. Also the world's philanthropists. Foreign policy of sending...
Joe feels right.
I think this is an America route.
We do the defense pact, but we also...
Because then they're going to become reliant on this nation to survive. And at that point, you fundamentally colonize them.
Send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
The Commonwealth agrees.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous. Island 1 is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're going to invade us no matter what. And you want to send aid to them? Guess what? They're gonna take whatever you send them, food, armor, weapons, and they're gonna use all of that against us.
He might have a point.
Hold on. Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot be this naive.
Well, there's a guy under the table. There's a guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about traps.
Guys, Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of—
Dude, there's some fear mongering going on here. There's some damn fear mongering of this island. What? Because they're uniting? What's wrong with uniting?
people all aligned in the same goal: to kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any single one of our nations, it'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead, which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now, we all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Are you crazy?
Dude, what an insane false dichotomy. What an absurd false dichotomy. We have to attack, or we all have to live in the same place. Now, I give this guy a day before he gets fucking murked.
Ridiculous. What's crazy, Joe Feel, is you leading all of us to our death.
Damn, good bar though.
Glory to West Helm.
Good bar.
That is too much. We can't do that.
If we don't do this, it's the end of Island 2.
Hold on, we can't do that. That's crazy.
What is happening?
All right, everyone, we can't fight. Let's just vote. All in favor of Flux's plan to treat Island 1 as an enemy, say aye.
Aye.
That is rough. That is rough. That is a swing and a miss. Hubba bubba.
All in favor of sending aid to Island 1.
Oh my god, he's seething. Fluixon is seething. Oh shit! Jimmy! $100 donation, ignoring my phone calls. Hold up. Jimmy, what you want, bro? What up?
Bro, I was gonna say the video you're watching is fucking fire.
Have you seen it?
Ish's newest video. Yeah, it's fucking good. You want to know what's something funny? That Ish, the guy who made it, he won like a car in one of my gaming videos years ago. Before he started making videos, and then he's just really been crushing it recently. And that's one of my favorite videos uploaded this year. It's a fucking good video.
Can I give you a video to watch?
Sure.
Top 10 hottest Sonic characters. It's one of the greatest videos on YouTube.
I will not be watching that. I'm sorry.
Watch it. It's one of the greatest videos on YouTube. It's like 5 minutes. What does he hate? Fucking culture? Does he hate fucking culture? It's one of the greatest fucking videos ever in the fucking world, bro. Chat, I'm going to run 3 minutes of ads and run a piss, and then we're going to keep watching. I'm going to run me a piss. Break time.
Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the greatest and most attractive characters ever thought up. He can run at sound speed, take out enemies in a flash, and best of all, he's blue-colored and knows how to handle the females. Speaking of females, the Sonic universe might also be classified as hot chick heaven because there's such a mess of very beautiful and tough women that it'll make you love the franchise even more. And since Valentine's Day is around the corner, I've been inspired to make a top 10 list of the most beautiful female Sonic characters. Grab yourself a snack and a glass of orange juice and try not to reach through the screen because here we go! Number 10. Try this question on for size. Who chases and hugs Sonic all the time and wields a powerful hammer? Why, it's Amy Rose, of course. Though more of a cutie than a hottie, you can't deny the fact that she's still attractive. Two things that make her attractive are the fact that she wears a dress, and when have you ever seen 3 big, very smooth arcs of hair sticking out of a person's forehead? I haven't. So, once again, Amy Rose is lovely. That is, until she goes berserk and starts hitting stuff with her hammer. Who's at number 9? It's this alien plant girl from a distant planet.
Meanwhile, at West Helm, I ran into something interesting.
Our next song is called Island 1.
Oh, damn!
So you remember this guy?
I'm doing laundry. Smile. Sometimes I like to watch the clothes go in circles in there. Whoosh splash kalunk. Lol.
The fuck is that donation message? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well, hey!
Where do we watch the streamer games? It'll be on this channel.
I've seen some of the process that Ish does for this. The application process includes being able to record your point of view. Ish is such a hard worker. I hope you enjoy this video and give lots of love to Ish.
I will do.
And joined a band that produced actual songs and then performed them all across Island 1.
A barren wasteland island. A boiling water sea.
This is the privilege of the rich island, to be able to focus on the arts, making a band and spreading the arts, as opposed to focusing on survival. This is the poors. This is the advantage of the poors. With such little to do, being able to focus on the arts because they are in such despair. They need something to do.
Go. And no resources to speak of, except a wooden tree.
Let's go! Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spoot, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens. He believed that a happy citizen is a productive citizen.
West Helm took us in and gave us a little home.
Even though Emperor Spood was a chaotic figure, West Helm itself was the opposite. It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy, from Emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian. And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished will play a major role in West Helm's justice system. That said, Emperor Spood was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Okay, we need a better representative.
Our final goal is to put Benji Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
You don't want Benji to die, do you?
Well, I mean,
I'm here for the Bukaki.
The lightest criticism, and he's wishing death upon people? Bishu, what is up? Thank you for the raid, Bishu Nash. Y'all, we are watching a video unlike you have ever seen before. It is 1,000 players simulate civilization, rich and poor. It's a fucking crazy video. It's 2.5 hours long. We're 30 minutes in. It'll take me 3 hours to get through. But anyway, thank you for the raid. And thank you for the stream today. There were some insane tracks. Yeah, I'm going to listen to them on the video. 100%. Restart it? God, no. But I pause enough. You might be able to catch up.
Benji and the other leaders were concerned that Emperor Spood is unstable and may one day try to take over the entire island. And their concerns only grew when Spood was caught listening to Napoleon on Spotify. But they also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack, they needed Spood on their side, so they didn't know what to do.
Island 1, well, here we are. I just want to say, thank you, Spoon, for all your support. You're welcome.
Who's that blonde fucker from Game of Thrones? Like, who is this guy? This guy's like Kim Jong-un. This guy's Spood's a riot.
Glory to West Helm.
Meanwhile, Seneca, the Queen of Infernus, had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly over the volcano.
Damn, the application must have included you must be good at building in Minecraft, because what the fuck? This building is insane.
Yesterday at the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous, except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's all just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The main goal of Infernus as a civilization was to preserve the sacred land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it?
That doesn't make any fucking sense at all, bro. I'm gonna tell you what. The volcanoes erupt is what they do.
Lingolini, meanwhile, decided to make his home underground within the volcano.
Live under the ground, like a Goombas.
Lingolini's main goal was to get rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there.
Is there any diamond on this
It wasn't
island?
the main reason. Remember this interaction from day one?
Hold on, Ish, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really? Scattered throughout the volcano were pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of Minecraft. Not even Island 2 had netherite. It was the single secret advantage that Island 1 had. And the only ones who knew about it were the Lingolini Mafia and Infernus. Now, even though Infernus didn't exactly like how Lingolini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him.
That's their leg up. They're gonna have netherite equipment, dude.
The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernus with some of the minerals they find. But Lingolini was unsatisfied.
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. I'm not giving them anything.
Lingolini didn't like how Infernus was basically forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return.
Yeah, that. Just to be clear, you got bitched. You're the Mafia. If you're providing a piece of what you produce to them for protection, they're the Mafia now. You have somehow lost the right to call yourself the mob. I don't know.
So he secretly instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernus anything.
I'm sorry. What do you mean secretly? I secretly went to a cafe and didn't pay for my coffee.
Lingolini's hope was that Infernus never asks for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely. Otherwise, he would be in a lot of trouble.
This is not really Mafia behavior. Not even a little bit.
Despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Lingolini had decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
Thank you all so much for having me.
Oh, yeah.
The Alcaracina pirates were also eager to join, and surprisingly, so was Nevermore. There was only one holdout. This mysterious civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap. How are you elected exactly? By a vote of the people or the vote of yourself?
Elected?
Turntap wasn't sure about joining the Island 1 Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna die.
Now,
I'm sorry. They came up with torture methods in Minecraft? You can waterboard in Minecraft? Like what? This is crazy. It's civilization. Yeah, but there's limits on what Minecraft can achieve, right? You can make a Coney 2012 style propaganda campaign, but you can't go into the middle of the most populous street and jerk off in Minecraft. There are limits to what we can do in the real world and what you can do in Minecraft. So I didn't think that you could torture somebody. But now we learned.
I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenant. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
No, don't go to Side.
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own.
Dude, Ish is like a Greek or Roman god. Less of an omnipotent deity and more of an immortal shit slinger who likes causing a bit of a stink for fun, meddling with the lives of the people just to have a little more excitement in his life.
People.
Oh. Well, I'm paid off by them, so I don't really care.
What?
And it backfires quickly.
Dude, it's free money.
You know what?
It's called a business for a reason. It's called for profit. Okay.
That's one of the worst fucking journalists I've ever seen. Sidefall's pathetic. That's not W Sidefall. That's L Sidefall. If you're going to call yourself a journalist, you should follow the 4 pillars of journalism, okay? Seek truth and report it. Minimize harm. Be transparent. Act accountable.
All ran a news business with questionable ethics. He was also known for making up fake stories, writing things like "the lava is rising" just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today he had made a
Yellow
legitimate
journalism, bro.
discovery that could devastate the entire island. Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger that nobody knew about until now.
Zombie.
Meanwhile, the people of Island 2 had spent the day building their civilizations and having a good time.
Thank you, Adam Hart, for the 7 months, and Danger Ahead for the 25 months of Prime. Appreciate y'all.
Yesterday, their leaders had voted that whenever the border drops, Island 2 would send aid to Island 1, hoping this gesture would lead to peace. But not everyone agreed with this approach.
The end of Island 2.
When Flux returned home to Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting and for going against Luminara's values. 3 Below Zero, as the leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1.
Stand on business here. You have to make an example out of Fluxion.
The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1.
Stand on business if you're a good leader.
As a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command.
I think that's too light of a punishment.
I spoke with Legacy, a citizen of Luminara.
Yeah, Flux has been gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friend, Saps, finish building his home.
Despite all the chaos, Saps still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here could be a little unpredictable, but he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah. Loaded.
But just as day 4 was about to come to a peaceful end, something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever.
Don't tell me someone's gonna jerk up. We don't know.
Jophiel, the leader of one of Island 2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
Oh my gosh. Seraphim dropped a lava bucket on Jophiel.
Seraphim! What are you doing?
What? No way. The second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
What? Wait, what?
What?
Everyone was confused about what caused this to happen. They killed Jophiel. Why? After Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray.
Oh my gosh. Jophiel assassinated? I found Jophiel to be one of the more just leaders of the different nations. And what is up with these leaders having the worst first in commands or second in commands? Jesus Christ. None of these motherfuckers know how to pick them. Holy.
Back at Saps' place, Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders. So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
Where's Seraphim? In the underwater base with Flux?
My friend asked for half of your ice cream sandwich at the Smash tourney and you said no shot frown.
Yeah, that's normal to me. I was eating an ice cream sandwich and then someone fucking piped up from the crowd and said, let me get half. Motherfucker, get your own sandwich. I'm not giving up half an ice cream sandwich. I'm 200 pounds. Don't ask me for that. It's rude. What do you think? I'm not going to finish it? I could go through 2 without batting an eye. Oh my God. The population has kind of averaged out a bit with a 22-ish% player base lost on the poor island and a, what is that, 7% on the rich island. Balancing out a little bit.
Now, Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face tragedy. Oh, what? The leader of the Alcaracina Pirates, Noble Bucket, died very suddenly. Alright, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh, no. He doesn't know the lava layer's there.
Oh! No. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. I think I'm...
Oh my God.
With world leaders dying left and right, the media had plenty to report on.
I mean, that's embarrassing. I won't lie. That is fucking embarrassing. That's some shit you wouldn't believe. That's William Taft dying, getting out of his bathtub or some shit.
Most trusted news company was from Elysium, called Daybreak Media.
We're number one because we actually report the truth, unlike that bozo sidefall.
Fuck yes! Jaunty won my goat! Yes!
And later into day 5, the news would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance, thus successfully uniting the entirety of Island 1. But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested. Earlier, a citizen of Infernus had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was Netherite in the volcano. And this news spread all across the island.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be pretty big news.
This was a disaster for Infernus and the Linguolini Mafia, who had been trying to keep the existence of Netherites to themselves. Immediately after hearing about the Netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernus. And lo and behold, they confirmed there was Netherite.
Yep, and now you're going to have the run on resources. The resources of this place are going to be stripped. Oh my God, this might cause the eruption of the volcano. This could be disastrous. This is bad, bro. This is Avatar level disaster here. It will be a gold rush.
Because the Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernus felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine. But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
People are saying we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Listen, Island 2 is rich. We are not. Now, with Netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field, but the volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break out, the Blue Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully.
Here's what I do, okay? If I'm spood here, I say, great, let's talk about it. All leaders, let's go. We all travel to go talk about it. While I do that, I send my citizens strip mine all of the volcano. I want that shit fucking empty. I want that shit fucking empty, bro. And guess what happens at the meeting? 2 Uzis. I'm mowing down the Commonwealth. Poof, 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 poof. Bow, bow, bow. Griat, griat. My gun sounds weird. It's backed up.
We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
The Commonwealth's not on that island. Yeah, and my shots are still connecting. Where's it coming from?
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing the death of Jophiel.
Even though I was just a farmer, you know, you still made me feel important.
Saps would invite all the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their plans for when the border inevitably drops. Now, after Jophiel's death, Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which left the island with really one dominant nation.
No, man. The Commonwealth's the only powerhouse left. Fuck, man. Fuck. Thank you to 5 gifted Pope John Paul III. I appreciate you deeply. Saps, thank you to 17 months. Wait, are you the same Saps that's in the game that I'm watching? Jeffro, thank you to Raw Tier 1. Appreciate you. Wait, you're a 17-month sub? The fuck? What the helly? Damn, bro. And it would be a Ludwig sub. And it would be a Ludwig sub. That is one of the most righteous, down-to-earth people on the island. It would be.
Commonwealth. But remember from day 3 how the 5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Almond's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth. So another Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well... Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wolfram's dead.
What? We just witnessed murder!
After this, people from the Commonwealth...
You know, I'm actually really absorbed in the story. Some things that pull me out is if you were to witness a murder going, we just witnessed murder. Oh my god. Oh my god, is that a murder that just happened? Frick.
Lost even more faith in their governments. This Commonwealth citizen went to the Cass Coalition to complain to Cass directly.
I got information that there might be netherite on the other island. My leadership said, quote, netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted, the Cass Coalition thrived. But they did have their own problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implies I get paid.
Is he not getting paid?
Skip out on work.
You hear this woman?
Earlier, What Daddy had ditched work to attend a party in Barbie Land. So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the Cass Coalition. He's asking for help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you. You're so far up. You have to get closer.
Dude, what is happening on this fucking island? All the world leaders are getting assassinated. The Barbie Island is just doing coke and partying all day. And then there's just workers' rights abuse violations happening left and right. Like, what? What the hell's happening?
The ground.
Oh! What the? Now, because of this recent tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from Saps' meeting. That said, every other major leader was now on their way.
Dude, I would put out a hit on Pinkwin, bro. Would Daddy dies like that?
As the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting. Before the meeting started, Flux called me to his underground bunker because he had something, quote, important to tell me.
He's harboring Seraphim.
Flux, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, let me just explain. I'm not allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
So, you got a plan?
I had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
Ooh, he's talking about a Red Wedding-esque?
What do you mean, has to go?
Oh, no.
Has to go.
Oh, no. Flux was one of the people who helped Saps build the meeting place. He could have bugged that bitch.
Removed.
Oh, no, bro.
And I'm done waiting.
Oh, no.
It's gonna happen today.
Oh, no! Guys!
Alright, leaders, welcome.
Thank you all for coming. We have a lot of very important stuff to talk about.
Is he gonna let Saps die?
During the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to me, asked me if they could help in any way. I told Seraphim to kill Jofiel.
What?
And today, we will finish the job!
Wait, so Seraphim gets there. What actually happens next?
Something I didn't want to do, but something that needs to be done. I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
I would like to bring it to the table. If you agree with full chaos on Seraphim, please say aye.
Aye. Are you sure this is gonna work?
I don't know, but we have no other choice.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofiel by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not safe.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
I also don't think the leaders are safe.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea what's about to happen to him. But if you had to betray one person to save 1,000, would you?
What just happened? What happened?
I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Oh my god!
Why is there a trap?
Is this all a setup? Saps, look, where's Saps? Where did he go? Did Saps do this? Wait, Saps? You have to find him. Hunt him down! Kill him! Kill Saps! Saps, where are you?
Oh my God. Oh my God. The villain, Flux. That's crazy. Poor Saps. Blinded by his own ambition at this point. He said, would you betray one to save 1,000? But his plan is to basically kill the entirety of the other island before they can kill his own island. But because there's 500 people on each island, he's willing to kill, even if it worked out perfectly in his mind, 501 people to save 499. You know, he would kill more than that, right? Because he'd also kill all the leaders. Oh my God. That's crazy. That's crazy. And there's an hour and 40 minutes left. I wonder if he can even regain control, bro. It would be hard, I think. Wow, wow, wow. That's the first day that more people died on the rich island than the poor island.
It was a new day, and Island 2 was in shock.
That's a really cool statue, by the way. That glass fist grabbing the sword. That's so awesome.
On day 4, when Saps was in Tricolor helping the people after the death of Jofiel, Flux and his crew had built a trap in his roof. And Saps did not know they had done this. He had been framed by his friend Flux, used as a scapegoat for Flux's plan.
How does that kill, by the way? How the fuck does a stalactite kill?
But because they had to rush to build the trap, it actually wasn't fully successful. Some of the dripstone, including the one meant for 3 Below Zero, had failed. But overall, the trap still killed the leader of Hyperion, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island. The people of Island 2 were devastated, confused, and angry.
Our leader's dead.
What just happened? After the trap went off, Seraphim was immediately caught and killed. Oh!
What would a tricolor?
But when more people found out about how exactly their leaders died, their anger wasn't really towards Seraphim, but toward the person they believed was behind it all, Saps.
Oh my god, bro. Poor Saps, dude. What is his curse? Being subscribed to Ludwig? Like, what has he done wrong? He built a beautiful mausoleum. Welcome people to his home. A friend to all.
And it made sense. Saps knew he'd be hosting leaders at his home. It was his roof that had a secret trap. A trap that happened to fit perfectly into the design of the roof. Saps was about as guilty as it was possible to be. With that, all the major Island 2 nations, from the Commonwealth to the Cast Coalition to Tricolor to Luminara, declared Saps to be hunted down and killed, while Flux got away with it all.
Wow. Wait, Gotaga, the French streamer?
If you had to betray one person to save thousands, would you?
And on top of all of this, at the beginning of day 6, it was announced that tomorrow, on day 7, the border between the 2 islands will finally fall. Both islands now have 1 day to prepare.
I'm gonna tell my kids this is the Minecraft movie. Holy shit, 1,000 bits from keeping tabs. I'm gonna run a minute, lads, and thank some subs. Hey, thank you all for subbing, by the way. I appreciate it, chat. If you haven't already checked, see if you got a Twitch Prime available. I'd appreciate it if you double check for me. You can dodge this minute of ad I'm about to drop on you. Okay? And you dodge all ads for streamer games. And you might have a fucking free sub available, motherfuckers. Just click the subscribe button. See, there's a checkbox that says subscribe free. Click it and click subscribe free. Click it. Now click it. Thank you. Click it.
Okay, smile.
Thank you. People were real mad at Saps as well because there was a no repeats rule and he was a leader in the event space. So people thought he was trying to get screen time again. They wanted him dead. Oh, I'm sorry. What is no repeat? I don't understand what that means. What is a no repeats rule? Thank you, Alucard, Vitaminaru, J-Mac, Pacifist, Papa Wumbo, Demonis L. Juice. He was a main character in another video. I see. And so they were targeting him. That's probably why he was laying low initially, because there was animosity towards him for having already gotten to experience being a main character in a video. It's kind of like on Survivor, that one guy who got to go in back-to-back seasons because he got injured episode 1, and then they voted him out because he was kind of being annoying about like already having experience. Who was that guy? Survivor Heads? No, not Boston Rob. Like Bruce. Yeah, Bruce. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you for the subs, boys. Uncle Jemima, May, Brood of Bats gifted a sub to Kai Caesar. Thank you. JM Fears or Fitch. Seriously, Kristen Casadope with a 16 months. Uncle Jemima, thank you again. Britt Nicole, thank you. Fruit Bowl, appreciate that. Bogus, Kyle, Peekabooth, Steinlager, sincerely Jojo, Anorexic Batman, BPK, Derp, Oh Cookies. Nadraj, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you for the subs, chat. Wait, is all I have to do ask for subs and then I get them? That's so fun. What a fun little treat. What a fun little treat for me. You know this? Yeah, but it's exciting every time I get a fun little treat. We're not even an hour into the video. How long have we been watching? What's my pace right now? We've been watching for an hour and a half. That's not bad. Oh, I'm not even an hour in, though. That's not great. Okay, let's get back in.
Now, when the people of Island
Thank you 5 gifted on YouTube, Charlie.
Saw the chaos happening on the other island, most just didn't really care about it. A lot of the hatred against Island 2 that was popular in the early days had faded away. That is, except for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie Land because in 2023, the Barbie movie had outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
Okay, that's a cool character. You know, some of these are niche characters that I find a bit corny, but that's a cool character to be.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make yesterday's chaos look like child's play.
But when Oppenheimer tried testing his nuke, it went up and up and up and was never seen again. Now, day 6 did present some new challenges for some of the civilizations.
That was crazy. Harry, thank you for the 2 months.
For example, at Nevermore, what is this? What are you doing up here?
I got voted out because they hate me.
No! Come on! No, Chuck! What about me? I can see. No!
What? I didn't do anything.
I blame Ish.
Meanwhile, at Elysium,
I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle. The people of Elysium were generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. Although this particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald. The mushroom cow, Gerald, has been stolen.
Let's go!
There they all go.
Dude, there is probably nothing worse than gathering 30 to 50 people for a courtroom RP. Because court famously is a place where very few people get to talk for a long time. That shit is boring as hell. And always devolves into chaos because everybody fucking pipes up all the damn time.
Meanwhile, at West Helm, there was a bit of a food problem going on. Not a shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum.
Okay.
But the food was questionable.
Is poison fatal?
So his customers had instead started buying their food from another player named Dinosaur. That is, until...
Oh my god,
Dino.
Wait, what?
That is, until...
Dino's Earth was slain by Taki Mocha. And guess who put out the hit? Remy the Rat.
Oh my god,
What is he? Permanently closed. All food is now at... Remy, are you behind the murder of Dino's Earth? Anyway, on day 6, the West Helm Coliseum was finally complete.
That was obvious. The motive was so clear there. I mean, that's what you do when you find a murder. You look for the motive. And who is most motivated to kill a good chef? A worse chef who wants tighter margins on his shit food.
What do you plan on using this arena for?
Do I actually have to say legally?
No?
Maybe a little bit of blood will be shed, and that's all I can say.
While Spood was a popular leader who got things done, he had also developed a reputation of being a little unstable. He said outlandish things, he can't stand meetings, and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat. This is
I think a justice system by combat is actually one of the most just things you can do in an RP server, because it creates a system where you are not incentivized to get into trouble. You are not wasting other people's time. You're actually, making their lives. People are almost excited when people get in trouble. I like a trial by combat because the court of law is never going to go how it, you would hope it would. Chat, can I do something crazy here? Can I pour lime juice and tahini into my Topo Chico? Oh, shit! They exploded everywhere! Son of a bitch, why'd that explode? Oh my God, a white boy can't do a little bit of fucking chemistry. God damn it. Okay, all right, I gotta fucking wash my goddamn balls and get a new shirt.
that. The stand meetings and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat. This is something Spood's first attempted to.
What happened?
I
can't hear anything anymore. No. What muted?
It's why he tried to kill Spood, and he wouldn't be the only one. There has been a small but coordinated secret revolution growing in Westhelm, with aims to overthrow and murder Spood. The two leading figures are Westhelm citizen Ramsey Pie and Westhelm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
You know, I helped design his Colosseum, not knowing Spood actually wanted to use it for bloodshed. He's insane.
The first part of their plan was to take...
You're at fault there. You built a fucking Colosseum and you didn't think it'd be used for bloodshed. And now you're having a turn of heart? Like, Oppenheimer be like...
out Spood's second in command, a player named Oo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Oo? Second in command down. But Ramsey Pie was immediately chased down by Westhelm's army.
You could have made something happen, man.
Oh. Oh! With Ramsey Pie dead, Knight Arcturus became the sole leader of the revolution. But he also knew it was only a matter of time before Spood finds out about his plans.
I want to make one thing clear. Anybody who is caught plotting against me will be executed in the name of Westhelm. Glory to Westhelm. Glory to Westhelm. Glory to Westhelm.
Treason's a crime.
Now, before the border drops, the Island 1 leaders all met to discuss what to do about the Netherites in the volcano. Going into the meeting, people were not happy with Infernus and the Linguini Mafia, who were believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
Please keep all your weapons holstered at all times unless you absolutely have to take them.
The meeting began with Westhelm's representative.
Okay. If you say a sentence like keep your weapons holstered at all times unless you need them, then the rule is dead. I think you need a little more.
And Spood's newly appointed second in command, Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernus, Benji from Elysium tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernus' job to report on the netherite? There were people literally going into their territory, mine without authorization, and then accuse them of doing something wrong.
After some more discussion, Infernus was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
Yeah.
It is still our land. It is still the place where we live. And of course, trade, things like trade are important, but in terms of opening up the volcano, it is an adamant no.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Now, Linguini, Seneca's biggest ally, was about to speak, but what he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernus of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano. This is Island 1. We're all struggling against the nature and everything like that. Shouldn't we all be allowed to mine wherever we please?
No. I would think that you had your time with the resources. You have to open them up to the rest of the island because you're just not strong enough to hold them off, and it's too valuable of a resource. And you're not, I think, mining it effectively. Like, you know, you just have to give it up.
Hell yes. Preach. Soon, people started offering deals to Infernus.
I believe we'd be open to give you resources since it is your land.
But Seneca still said no.
The volcano is still our sacred land. We don't want hundreds of people there mining and ravaging it.
As a result, Lingolini went even further.
On the day one, Mario was here first on the volcano, and we're able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots, some people don't even have any armor.
Yup. No better way to appeal to the common man than to point out the hypocrisy. Oh, it's a religious land. Explain the boots.
Eventually, people started using scare tactics.
That volcano is insanely active right now. It will most likely erupt within the next 2 days.
I doubt it. No,
that's sci-fi propaganda.
That's propaganda.
And so, after even more discussion, Westhelm made a final plea.
We have a representative from every single nation on this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
But Seneca still wouldn't budge.
Now I kind of respect that she's standing on business. But what I would say is, I will fucking kill you.
Now, it's a no.
So, Lingolini made a big announcement.
Mario has a large chunk of territory in the volcano. The Linguini family declares independence from Infernus, and we will open mining to anybody who wants to mine.
Damn, the workaround. The workaround.
Seneca's leaving?
Great.
Seneca had left the meeting, furious at Lingolini's betrayal.
I wish we had a better outcome for this meeting's adjourned.
I'm just doing my business. It makes sense. I think a Lingolini... I think it makes sense for both. I understand why the cult would not want to give up their land. I think that's standing on morals. And I think Lingolini is standing on their morals, which is make fucking money.
Saps, what just happened?
Dude, what just happened? Every leader in front of me just died.
And you had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't me. Someone was in the roof. I'm getting framed-ish.
Following yesterday's trap, Saps was on the run, as he was now the most wanted and notorious criminal on Island 2.
I'm screwed. What am I supposed to do?
He had no choice but to hide amongst the dense jungles and swamps of the southern island. But he also knew that the longer he hid, the more guilty he looked. So earlier, he had decided that he would turn himself in under the condition that he is given a fair trial. Flux, meanwhile, was satisfied with the success of his plan, but it wasn't over quite yet.
We got 2 leaders left to kill. Call me Cass, and of course, the guy who demoted me.
And because Seraphim was dead...
Wow. Dude, Flux is a fucking evil fucking villain, dude. Fuck, man. He's like that Jujutsu Kaisen villain.
Flux sent another member of his crew to take care of the job. Oh, no. Oh, no. There he goes. To the world, this looked like yet another senseless assassination. But to Flux, it was a strategic progression toward making the people of Island 2 paranoid. So paranoid that they wouldn't trust anybody, and especially not Island 1. In fact, the new leadership of Tricolor was already preparing for Island 1 to invade.
I think we should secure our nation, make sure we have plans when...
Dude, I don't understand at all what Flux's plan is. It's, well, I guess, fuck, I do get it. It just seems late. the border's going to connect, and you've fractured your island more than anyone could dream.
When inevitable war and fighting starts.
Sending aid to Island 1 was officially off the table, and the construction of the Luminara Bridge had come to a stop. After all these days, Flux's plan was finally working. Now, the Cass Coalition, meanwhile, hosted a diplomatic meeting on Day 6 to try and increase the morale of Island 2 before the border drops, although Cass herself was too scared to attend the meeting.
And I want to enter, but my members are telling me not to because there was an attempt on my life yesterday.
Right. Because Cass was one of the last remaining major leaders.
But you're a leader. You do need to show up. You know? Even when Julius Caesar's wife told him not to go to his Senate meeting because she had a dream that he would be killed, he still went.
On Island 2, she now had guards with her at all times.
Here, I'll trade you armor.
Why?
Just want to make sure you guys do not die. Please don't die.
That said, everyone would soon be tuning into the trial of Saporada to find
But he died. Part of the job.
out whether Saps will be freed or executed. Several nations argued over who would get to host the trial, but the Commonwealth ended up winning.
We've made this beautiful venue to show the world that the Commonwealth is still the strongest.
But first,
Down in the mines, they've all been searching for something. Down in the mines,
why is it up here? They're moving the warden up. No. No, they're not.
Wait, can you come down?
They're bringing it to the surface.
What is the warden? Is this a normal mob?
They made it rising lava? So remember that discovery that Sidefall made? Well, it was a warden, also known as the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraft. Sidefall had then renamed the warden to Rising Lava, so that when he was accidentally killed by it, the entirety of Island 1 went into a panic.
You know what? I was shitting on Sidefall earlier for being a yellow journalist spreading propaganda, but getting yourself killed by a mob that you've renamed to Rising Lava to basically make the ledger that is Minecraft chat propaganda and misinformation is fucking fire. I mean, that's like Fox News couldn't dream of that. That's next level. That's amazing.
The lava is not rising, but this is just as dangerous. The warden had been unleashed onto Island 1, going from place to place, terrorizing civilizations. Oh my god. Dude, how is anyone gonna stop this? Until eventually it got to West Helm.
Is it player controlled?
The West Helm army was ready.
underground. Ready? Aim! Fire!
It's blind and attracted to movement.
Come on! Oh my gosh!
Dude, what is the KDA of this guy?
Welcome to West Helm.
It's running away!
It's Revy's place?
Good strat, Cadastro. Saps!
The defendant Saparata is accused of 7 counts of murder, including the murder of Joe Field, the murder of Alkaline Elk, and the murder of our very own Coraline. I will hear the prosecution's argument, followed by the defense, and then I shall make my ruling.
This is going to be horrible. Or maybe it'll be great in the story form telling, but in real life, this must have sucked.
Prosecution, go ahead.
Your Honor, Saps constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough after faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution then called a survivor of the trap, Zekor, to the stand.
We know after investigating that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
It was Saparata.
And who built the meeting hall with that seat?
It was Saps. You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. May your death today.
Objection! That was not part of the fucking question.
Satisfy us all.
Then it was time for the defense, for Saps to give the most important speech of his life.
All I ever wanted for this island was peace and cooperation between the nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose them.
And we're the only people who knew about the area before the leadership meeting. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200.
What?
Gotoga, Hive Rotation, Snowbird 334, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Hold on.
When I left to gather the leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap. The people who I thought I can trust the most used me for their malicious intent and killed the leaders and blamed it on me.
Saps had figured out he was betrayed and framed by his
What's crazy is the prosecution is also the builders.
friend Flux, but he would end up making a critical mistake.
I find it rather interesting that Three Below, the leader of Luminara, is one of the only people who survived the trap. I find that rather interesting.
What about it? The trap too.
Well, Saps falsely assumed that 3 Below Zero, the beloved leader of Luminara, was also behind the murders. And with that mistake, Saps turned everyone against him.
Saps, is that all you have to say?
I guess.
Oh my God. OJ Simpson after putting on the glove? I guess. Was that not good enough?
All right, I'm ready to make my decision.
Who made this fucker the judge, jury, and executioner? There's not a single jury of peers to weigh in on this. Like, what is this?
Judge Timebomb, find Saparata guilty on all counts.
Yes.
Yes. Saps is to be taken to the top of the gauntlet and executed immediately.
Oh, that's it.
That's crazy that he missed that hard. I mean, this judge's ass. The coolest thing Saps can do is get on that podium and kill himself. Letting everybody know.
Wait, is he running?
Running's a mistake.
No way. No way.
Running's a mistake. Unless he makes it.
Fall damage.
Running's a mistake. Does he make it?
Where'd he go? Bodyguard.
He escaped, man.
Did he actually get away?
You gotta be kidding me. No!
Wow, he escaped. He did nothing wrong. Yeah, but Socrates also did nothing wrong and still stood trial. I think making the power of his words stronger. And piercing through thousands of years and generations of humans. But he lived. Yeah. Is it better to live for the week that remains on the server or have your words live forever?
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
Murderer. Murderer! Kill him! Why did you kill him? Guilty on all counts.
Disgrace to all of the island.
Saps, why did you do this?
He could go to Island 1 and help them overtake Island 2 for sure.
Shouldn't it be dropping soon?
Yeah, I think so.
What the fuck is Remy the Rat doing there? They don't want your food, little bro.
It was day 7, which means the border had officially dropped. At first, people were kind of in awe.
Whoa, this is beautiful.
Going from one island to another after all this time was a major culture shock.
Is this Island 1? Whoa.
Dude, I was not used to seeing a person's face.
And as expected, Island 1 people immediately started taking resources from Island 2. They're taking the sheep. But the flow of resources wasn't all in one direction.
Probably gonna take some gravel back to Island 2. We don't have a lot of it.
Still, as people from the two islands started meeting for the first time, they were surprisingly friendly to each other. Like these two who made a tunnel connecting the islands from underground.
This is amazing! We've linked Island 1 and Island 2.
Oh my gosh.
For the longest time, Island 2 feared an invasion by
They made the
Island
channel.
1. But on day 7, that fear completely disappeared. It became very clear that Island 1 had no interest in war. Instead, they were just happy that they could finally enjoy Island 2 for themselves.
The water isn't boiling.
That said, at the beginning of day 7, Lingolini made a big decision. He had decided to move out of the volcano and relocate his entire mafia to Island 2.
See, this is much more organized than Island 1.
After yesterday's Netherite meeting, which got a little heated, Lingolini had legitimate fears that Infernus might seek revenge against him.
That's fair.
Hoping to live a more peaceful life, Lingolini went far away and settled in the Caste Coalition.
So you're the leader of a mafia, I've heard?
Yes, we are, but we might do some rebranding over here.
Are you guys like violent?
We weren't violent much, but we have done some political talk that has not been taken well, which is the reason why we're here.
Sensing potential danger, Cass decided it was best for Lingolini to set up his home outside the Caste Coalition. That said, the Caste Coalition was now bigger than ever before. On day 7, Cass hosted a funeral for the deceased Wood Daddy, and over 100 people across both islands showed up.
Wood
We are
Mommy?
gathered here today in the cherished memory of Wood Daddy, a beacon of kindness in our community.
While Cass's influence grew, the Commonwealth was in shambles.
Good.
Saps' trial yesterday was a disaster for the Commonwealth. Island 2 had entrusted the Commonwealth to run the trial of Saps. So when Saps escaped his execution, people lost all faith in the Commonwealth, which at one point was the most powerful civilization in the world. On day 7, most of the Commonwealth leaders resigned, leaving just one player, Sitzkrieg, as the sole ruler of the Commonwealth.
We're actively searching for Saps right now. We will restore honor to the Commonwealth.
Oh my God,
One
bro.
of Sitzkrieg's biggest goals was to find and kill Saps, but his other big goal was to regrow the Commonwealth's population, which by this point had shrunk by a lot. So he sent out a lot of public invites, especially to the people of Island 1, and it actually did work, until one of the people who moved in was Knight Arcturus, the lead builder of Westhelm, who had to flee from Westhelm because Spood had found out about his secret plans for revolution.
Yeah, the Commonwealth is letting us hide out here. So as long as Spood doesn't find us, we should be okay.
Speaking of fugitives, the world's biggest fugitive, Saps.
So the Commonwealth is now just what? An island of betrayers, murderers, savages. What is this, Australia?
Was back to hiding in the jungle after miraculously escaping from his trial, although his spirits were quickly fading.
Everyone thinks I'm a murderer. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Saps knew that Sitzkrieg and the Commonwealth soon planned to scout the entire southern islands to hunt him down. So on day 7, Saps decided that his best bet was to leave his home island and flee to Island 1. But it wouldn't be so easy. Because the border had just dropped, people were constantly going back and forth between the two islands, which means traveling by sea could be dangerous. So Saps decided on another method of travel.
The bridge?
He went to the place where he was least expected. He's trying to use the bridge.
No way. No way.
What the heck? What are you doing, bro?
Bridge builder when a guy tries to use his bridge. Bro, what are you doing?
Island 1.
Now, instead of chasing Saps, the Luminara builders instead retreated to inform everyone else that Saps was on his way to Island 1. Saps, meanwhile, quickly sailed the rest of the way to the other island, although what happened next was unexpected.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Whoa. You scared the crap out of me. Am I allowed to touch this water? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it's good. On the south side of the island, it's safe.
It turns out earlier, Saps had reached out to a bunch of people on Island 1, offering them 2 stacks of diamonds if they give him a safe place to hide. And out of all people to accept his offer, it was Turntap, the leader of the Covenant, the most feared and militaristic civilization on Island 1.
How was the trip?
That's a good place to hole up.
I ran across the giant bridge that Luminara is building, and like all of Luminara was there.
When Saps and Turntap finally arrived at the Covenant, Turntap immediately distributed Saps' diamonds to the Covenant army. But then, in a surprising move, he sent them out on a secret mission. Turntap had sent the Covenant hit squad to Island 2, but not to accomplish a goal for the Covenant per se, but actually upon the request of Infernus.
Lingualini betrayed us, humiliated us. He ruined our sacred land.
Yesterday, Lingualini had opened up the volcano for Netherite mining, and as such, people from all across Island 1 had started mining in the volcano. And even though Lingualini had now moved out of the volcano, Sinica felt that since people were already mining, she had no choice but to let them stay. She was not happy about what Lingualini had done, and Sinica wanted revenge.
Damn! I think this is just.
They're killing the entire mafia.
Another one down, baby!
Oh my god. reason the Covenant was willing to do Seneca's bidding wasn't just because she let the mine for Netherite before anyone else. But because as a civilization that values honor and loyalty, the Covenant didn't appreciate how Lingolini so publicly betrayed Infernus. They found him.
What is he, fucking Saddam Hussein? What the fuck? What is he doing there? Okay, you know what? I know a lot of people are going to be sad or upset at Seneca putting out a hit on Lingolini, but I think Lingolini being a foil to Seneca in the meeting, saying that anyone can mine through my land, and then instantly ditching for a cushy life at the rich island is a cowardly move. I think Lingolini should have stayed, you know, and lie in the bed that he made, but instead blew it all up and then left. Like, that's not, you gotta stay. He kind of Ted Cruz'd it. I agree with you. He kind of Ted Cruz'd it. There was a whole fucking storm happening in Texas and he said, uh-oh, I got a trip to the Bahamas. I'm with that. So I think this is the just desserts.
Hey, you ever thought about diplomacy?
We could have had Island 1 at peace and world peace, and we still can, really.
Oh, here they go.
But over my grave, he will not be a part of it.
Oh, they've got him. They've got him.
Mamma mia.
Oh, that's awesome. Lingolini,
the
bro.
Covenant had massacred the Lingolini Mafia. Before anyone could retaliate, the Blue Cross announced they would schedule a hearing, calling on the Covenant to explain what they had done.
I don't understand why you would even need to call a meeting. They don't live on the fucking island anymore. Does the Blue Cross now cover killings that happen on other islands? Like, they're overstepping jurisdiction. That was out of state lines.
Howdy, Flux. Oh, you got some fancy armor now.
Yeah, got it from Island 1.
Wait, really? Earlier today, Flux and his crew had gotten their hands on a super rare armor trim by trading with the Covenant, who had picked up the armor trim from the Warden when it died. Now, of course, Flux had no idea that the Covenant was also trading with and harboring his arch nemesis, Saps. But he did know one thing.
I heard Saps ran to Island 1, so we put out a massive bounty on his head.
Flux was now determined to have Saps killed, because Saps was the only other person in the world who knew that Flux was behind the murders of all the Island 2 leaders. Basically, if Saps dies, Flux gets away with everything.
But putting out the hit is kind of a Streisand effect, no? Because they know where the hit's coming from?
Ideally, the sooner Saps dies, the better, because of incidents like yesterday.
That includes the prosecution himself and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Fortunately for Flux, it didn't seem like anyone at the trial believed Saps. If anything, Saps' accusation only made people hate him more, especially the people of Luminara, who weren't happy that Saps accused some of their fellow citizens. What do you want to do to Saps?
Kill on site. We hunted him down the other day. We couldn't find him, but we
KOS,
have
bro.
speculation of where he is.
After the murder of their beloved leader 3 Below Zero, Luminara soon planned to host an election, and the current frontrunner was a player named Legacy.
Me and my parent, we've just been going around to different houses, knocking on doors. I think we're gonna win this thing.
For a moment, Flux also considered a run for leader, although he had basically already accomplished everything he wanted to do.
Look, no matter what people say, Island 1 was planning to invade us. They would have just walked right ahead. But now that we have stronger leaders, more cautious leaders, they're not gonna do that.
What? Bro did nothing. He killed like 10 world leaders, and then the border fell, and then it turned out it was a nothing burger of a problem. Am I crazy? Look, I think he's a domestic terrorist, and to be honest, a very successful one, but I wouldn't call him a, you know, revolutionary who protected an island. You know, I'm dead ass running 3 minutes of ads because of what Flux said. This is Flux's fault. You guys can Twitch Prime to avoid the ads if you'd like. You click the subscribe button, see if it says subscribe free, and then you can dodge it. Otherwise, 3 minutes coming your way. It's Flux's fault, y'all. Flux's fault, y'all. Can't be helped. Thank you very much, DevBoo. The Sacraft, Awardable Storm, Holden BM, Crack, Christina, Luke, JD Valencia. Thank you for the 3 months. Ailel, thank you for the Prime. Afro Ben Wizboss, thank you for the prime. Drew Guth, thank you. Raijin, thank you for the prime. Appreciate the subs, boys. Flux was right. Flux, I don't think Flux was right. Look, I might change my mind later. I haven't finished the movie. Penguin, thank you for the prime.
I was warned by someone that there was a hit out for me. BTW, love you, Mr. Wig.
Mystic Creatures, thank you for the prime. Good to know. Thank you. Dorito Munch, thank you for the raw tier 1. Appreciate you using your own money. All right, let me run it.
We have world peace. And not because of a bridge, but because of me.
Since the beginning, Flux's philosophy was simple. You can never show kindness to your enemy if your enemy wishes to destroy you. If you build a bridge, they'll use it to invade you. If you offer them aid, they'll use it to kill you. This is why Flux believed it was necessary to eliminate the Island 2 leaders who wished to be kind. But the cost of their deaths was devastating. The people of Tricolor still mourned Jofiel, building a massive...
Thank you, Sid
If you have any questions, message your local Daybreak Reporter 07.
Thank you, Big Veers, for the sub. Will do. Thank you.
...statue to honor their deceased leader.
We've just been trying to focus on restabilizing our nation. Obviously, the passing of Jofiel hit us pretty hard.
Meanwhile, the people of Aperion had elected a new leader, but Aperion was never quite the same after the death of Alkaline Elk. The people of the Commonwealth were also in shambles, having a much smaller civilization than they started with. And even though there was some peace on Island 2, people didn't feel a sense of calm, but instead a sense of unease and revenge. They needed closure, and they were determined to kill the person who they believed murdered the leaders they loved. Saps knew that it was only a matter of time before someone hunts him down, or someone in the Covenant betrays him to collect the massive bounty on his head. So Saps made a last-ditch effort to try and get a strong ally for his cause. He asked Turntap to take him to the largest nation on Island 1. But on their way to the West Helm Capitol building, they ran into a citizen of Aperion from Island 2 who recognized Saps.
Oh, hey.
Is there a problem here?
Neutral ground.
Uh-oh. Skating on West Helm territory.
Uh-oh.
Okay. We will walk by in peace.
Good call.
Made a quick calculation there. That was a quick calculation.
Saps and his crew then entered the capital.
Hello.
Can I speak to the glorious leader of West Helm, please?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
What is this? The manager at a fucking Carl's Jr.? How the hell is Spoon already on standby like that? Bojo, thank you the prime. Someone just walks in. They say, "Can I talk to your leader?" And they're like, "Yep, I'll get him. He's in the back."
Hello. The Covenant leaders brought me. Can we have a meeting?
I'm not gonna lie, Saps. You coming to me asking for a meeting after what happened last time, even if it wasn't to do with you.
Listen, I just want to talk.
What about what?
At least explain, because I'm innocent.
Saps, I'm sorry. No.
Ultimately, Spood rejected Saps' request for a meeting because Spood didn't exactly trust him and had no real reason to help him. So instead, Saps tried another civilization, the Alcaracina Pirates.
Didn't the Alcaracina Pirates literally kill one of their own members who had a bounty day one?
Although when he arrived, things felt a little off.
Now, since you're here, you have to drop all your gear. I'm just kidding.
Well, about that. Wherever you think is the safer option. At the end of the day, I don't want any of you guys to get killed for something that I'm being framed for, you know?
But then, suddenly...
Need to leave?
What? Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Where's he going? Turntap had realized that the pirates were planning to kill Saps to collect the massive bounty on his head. So he told Saps to run.
What's going on?
1 sec. You gotta go back to Covenant like immediately. We probably shouldn't have come out here.
Now, on their way back to the Covenant, Turntap suddenly started acting suspicious himself.
Are we safe? Is everything fine? What's going on?
We can go back to Covenant right now.
You need to tell me what's going on or I'm not coming with you.
Dude, either like you can handle this on your own, or like just. Here, I'll explain to you on a sec. Just come on.
Listen, it's hard to trust people right now, so I'm putting a lot of faith into you.
This is so suspicious. As Saps ran, he pondered his choices. Either he puts his life in the hands of Turntap, who may be wanting to kill him and collect the bounty for himself, or he runs away. Now.
See, this is what I was saying, bro.
It's all alone.
What is Saps gonna do? Live a life on the lam? Had he died and say, I will jump from this gleefully, accepting my death, knowing you've all made a massive mistake. Never forget that Flux was behind the deaths of the leaders. That would have reverbed around everywhere until they kill Flux too, you know? It's a self-sacrifice play. We'll see.
Saps then climbed the mountains of Island 1, escaping from the last remaining person he thought he could trust. He was now all alone in a world of people who hated him and wanted him dead. And so he ventured into the snow. And started collecting blocks. Saps, what are you doing?
I can't trust anybody. Flux won. He completely won. There's just no point anymore.
On day 7, Saps built a tower in the tundra, a monument for people to remember him by, and he planned to jump off. But he didn't.
If I have to die, I'm gonna make sure he does too.
Okay, yeah. If he killed himself there, that'd be like stupid as fuck. So I'm with this. He needs revenge on Flux.
Welcome everyone! Today we have 2 new prisoners who will fight to the death. Rinit, you are charged with the attempted murder of several innocent West Helm farmers. Remy, you are charged with conspiracy to murder West Helm food supplier Dinosaur. Ready, set, fight!
Here they go.
Remy loses this.
Look, that switch! Wait, some guy jumped in! What the heck?
We don't get to jump in? Remy wins?
He won! Remy the Rat had won his duel in the Colosseum, and all of his crimes, including the murder of dinosaurs, were expunged from his record by Emperor Spood himself.
W.
He was now a legend, and his restaurant became more popular than ever before.
He put his head on the floor.
Now, it's been a busy few days for Emperor Spood.
That's kind of awesome. That's kind of awesome. If Plankton got his way, just having SpongeBob's fucking head at the chum bucket, that's kind of awesome.
He was always working on different things. Have you seen our aqueducts? Show me your aqueducts, Spood.
Look at it behind you! Look at it!
So what's the use of this?
I don't really know. What is the point of anything? We just build. We have too many builders, not enough ideas.
Now, while Spood was an effective leader, he did have to constantly watch his back for assassins.
You know, I've thwarted like 5 assassination attempts, and guess what? I've just found out about another.
No way. Spood's entire reign began with him almost being killed, so he was always extra careful and sensitive about where he went and who he associated with. It's also why Spood was particularly angry when he found out that one of the people who planned to kill him was his own lead builder, Knight Arcturus.
According to some of my sources, Knight Arcturus was seen in the Commonwealth earlier today.
Really? Spoot had sent spies across the world to find Knight Arcturus, and when they discovered he was staying at the Commonwealth, Spoot immediately reached out to Sitzkrieg to request he be handed back to Westhelm. However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders, Sitzkrieg decided to reject Spoot's request.
I'm not just going to give up one of my builders.
Ooh, a no extradition state. It's not the worst thing to be. I mean, it makes the value of being a citizen there much greater. But no extradition is not going to get you allies. And if they are not strong enough, this could be bad. I don't know who wins now.
The Commonwealth does not give in to tyrants.
This made Spoot erupt with fury.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows the Commonwealth is corrupt.
I've been saying that.
They're talking.
They are corrupt, it's true.
And so Spoot went around telling everyone about how much he hates the Commonwealth. This whole situation became a massive drama, and it actually got to the point where the rest of Island 2 was getting annoyed with the Commonwealth.
I don't get why the Commonwealth doesn't just hand him over. We don't need a war with Westhelm.
Unlike the Commonwealth, Cass had a big population and she didn't care about losing citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of her citizens, Addison27, had gone to Tricolor, dug into Jophiel's grave, and had stolen Jophiel's head.
Can I wear this? Hey, Cass, I brought you a trophy.
But instead of protecting him, Cass immediately banished Addison from the Cass Coalition and alerted Tricolor of his location, causing Addison to flee Island 2. It was this kind of no-nonsense leadership.
What the fuck is that plot line? He's a grave digger who took a skull and asked if he should wear it?
That earned Cass a lot of respect from not only her citizens, but other Island 2 nations who were now much more willing to ally with Cass than with the Commonwealth. The very existence of the Cass Coalition also provided a sense of security to smaller groups, like this new nation who were mostly cheese merchants and called themselves the Conquistadors.
This is the way of cheese, but el queso!
Since the border dropped yesterday,
like
the
the
economies of most
Or
Island 2
cheese
nations were
conquistadors.
prospering, with heavy amounts of trade and tourism between islands. Meanwhile, in Barbie Land...
Ish. I have news.
What?
I'm marrying Oppenheimer.
What? On day 8, the player Oppenheimer had marched into Barbie Land, but instead of destroying it with a nuke, he apparently liked it so much that he proposed to their leader.
Ish, consider this your invitation to the Barbenheimer wedding.
It's a great B plot. People don't give it enough credit. It might be the best B plot they have, bro. Oppenheimer goes from wanting to nuke Barbie to marrying her. That's beautiful.
In Luminara, meanwhile, the citizens were inventing new technologies.
This is the power switch. It's 16 furnaces working together simultaneously, and it has a bunch of hopper minecarts on the inside distributing everything.
As much as Luminara was finally starting to live up to its name as the light of Island 2, little did its citizens know among them was quietly living the world's most deadly group of terrorists.
I'm thinking of running in the election tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Legacy's pretty popular, but I'm not worried.
While it seemed like each of the Island 2 nations had their own separate goals, they were all still united under one mission: to find and kill Saps. In fact, by day 8, Luminara had told all of the other nations that Saps had fled to Island 1, and some nations were already preparing to send out hit squads later today. But Island 1, meanwhile, was currently dealing with a whole other political drama: the murder of Lingolini.
I cannot conceive how we are being this civil about this. They came in, they found him in the hole, they drowned him in lava.
This player, Vietnam, was one of the few remaining survivors in the Lingolini Mafia. Vietnam had escaped the Covenant's attack and wanted to get revenge against the Covenant, but was finding it surprisingly difficult to gather support. See, while the Blue Cross condemned the Covenant, nobody was brave enough to declare war on them. People feared the Covenant and its army, which is why Seneca secretly asked them to do the deed instead of doing it herself. If people knew that she was behind the attack, she would be in big trouble. But for now...
They don't think she's behind the attack? Isn't that a one-to-one?
Nobody would face any consequences for the massacre of the Lingolini.
The UN is the same in every universe. Look, they got a slap on the wrists, okay?
Mafia. Going back to Westhelm, on day 8, Emperor Spood was really only thinking about one thing: how to get revenge against Knight Arcturus. After the Commonwealth rejected Spood's extradition request, Spood's initial reaction was to begin preparing for war. But what made him think twice was his belief that the Commonwealth was a massive nation with probably a big army. Spood also knew that declaring war could risk the entirety of Island 2 coming to the Commonwealth's defense, and maybe launching a counterattack on Westhelm.
If you're Spood, the best strat is to form an alliance with another group, maybe Cass, on that island to drive out the Commonwealth and then replace them as leader of the Commonwealth, getting more power.
Oh, Spood decided to change strategies. He instead decided to try and bait the Commonwealth. See if he can make them angry enough to do something rash. Something bad enough that would allow Spood to then declare war and have everyone's support. And Spood knew exactly how to make the Commonwealth angry.
Weapons of mass destruction strat. Okay. The George Bush approach. The gambit, if you will.
Invited back to the Westhelm capital, the one person he knew the Commonwealth hated the most.
Can we make a deal? We're running out of time.
Saps is back. And Turntap's here too, for some reason. This is interesting. Because the Covenant had brought Saps to Westhelm yesterday, Spood had specifically asked Turntap to protect Saps and escort him to Westhelm once again. While Saps didn't fully trust Turntap, or Spood for that matter, he knew that a meeting with Spood was a massive opportunity, and it was worth the risk.
Hey, you can turn the sun away, paint the moon in blood. If we can do what we do best, we're nocturnal.
Saps, you are the person that, to my knowledge, murdered all those people on Island 1. Island 2, sorry.
It was not me. There is a person on Island 2 that is behind all of the assassinations and the corruption. His name is Fluxion.
Emperor Spood was having...
Is everyone saying Fluxion's name wrong? Okay. Just want to make sure I'm on the right page.
...trouble believing Saps, but he went along with it for now.
Well, it seems like we both have gripes with Island 2.
Spood then proceeded to tell Saps and the Covenant about his feud with the Commonwealth, and how he needed Island 1's support in case a war breaks out. There was just one problem. The Blue Cross Alliance was as good as dead. Infernus had basically left the Alliance after the last meeting, and the Covenant had stopped responding to the Blue Cross because of the Lingolini situation. So Spood decided to take things into his own hands and individually call the big 4 nations of Island 1.
I got you, Fluxon.
For a meeting, and he wanted Saps to be there so he could tell the leaders about corruption on Island 2. Now, because of Saps' reputation, Seneca and Benji were hesitant, but as long as the meeting was in a wide open area without a roof, they decided they would go.
Oh, so you turned the sun away. How could you be so cruel? Ooh, hey. You wrapped the moon in ice. That's not nice. Not nice.
To begin the meeting, Spood first had Saps tell his story.
I've been put on trial and sentenced to death for a crime I did not commit.
Spood's goal with this meeting was to convince all the leaders that Island 2 was a threat to Island 1.
One of my right-hand men was murdered in cold blood by someone in association with the Commonwealth. It's one of the many injustices I've heard about on Island 2, and I want justice.
Then, Turntap of the Covenant made his own statement.
A few days ago, Covenant was approached by Luminara to speak of a potential trade agreement. Legacy AN approached me in regards to Fluxion, the guy who Saps is claiming killed everyone, which I do believe.
Whoa. Apparently, back when the Covenant traded armor trims with Flux, they had also done the same deal with Legacy. And Legacy had voiced concerns to Turntap about Flux's run for leader, including how Flux was demoted from second in command, and rumors that he's paying people diamonds to vote for him. This gave Saps and Spood's stories a little more credibility, which was crucial for getting everyone
buying his votes. Interesting.
On board with Westhelm's military proposal, which was, if any nation from Island 2 attacks Island 1, then the entirety of Island 1 must strike back.
If all leaders are in agreement to this, please say aye.
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 This is for us a problem.
Benji was hesitant to join any military alliance because Elysium was the nation of peace, and he knew that his people were opposed to any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Council might not agree.
Do you believe if Saps was at the council meeting, would he potentially have the chance to convince them after telling his story?
I think he might.
As long as Saps agrees, it's up to you.
Why do you need these Elysium farmers and your war? Who cares, bro? Let the hippies farm grass or wheat or whatever they want. Smoke pot. You don't need them in the fight, bro. You got Spood. You got Seneca. You're good.
I mean, yeah.
Saps and a few of the others then won.
Farmers are strong. I know, bro. I've watched Hunger Games. I'm just saying, I think you get through this without it.
To Elysium on a mission to reunite Island 1.
They made NATO? Yeah. I mean, I think Spood forced NATO by getting Saps to convince everyone and is now going to provoke an attack so he can really use NATO. I mean, they're really doing war like modern war. This is not like old war. Old war is like you just fucking run up and start murdering, pillaging. Like you don't need a reason to go to war. You should go to damn war. But they're trying to fabricate social reasons to go to war, political reasons to go to war. What's false? Politics always been around? Yeah, but back in the damn day, you just fucking fight, bro. You gang up your cons or your Vikings, and you just fucking start cruising, bro. You just start cruising for a bruising. You just get on the fucking boat and you just start killing. Just for funsies. Guys, I think I would know. I've watched 2 seasons of Vinland Saga. So I think I know a little thing or two about war.
I have been framed for the mass assassination of Island 2 leaders by Fluxion and his conspirator. So many other people have died to the same tyranny and corruption that has been on Island 2. I'm just so lucky to be alive and share my story with you guys.
But as Saps spoke, the people of Elysium still had some doubts.
Against the corruption in Island 2, which is...
But who?
What is that? What does that mean? That's vague. What does that
Are we
mean?
going
What is the corruption?
Elysium wasn't convinced that potential corruption on another island was enough of a reason for Elysium to get involved. But then, suddenly...
A few days ago...
What the... What is this?
Luminara.
About 15 members of the West Helm army had inexplicably walked right through Elysium. They quickly left, but it certainly didn't help the tensions.
Damn, that's a good strat. A show of force. I like that, bro. Who was that? Teddy Roosevelt? Carry a big stick? That's a good strat.
Nonetheless, the proceedings continued.
They're being rushed here to pressure us.
We're going to be deciding whether Elysium citizens would go to war. I think Elysium citizens need to have a say in that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
After even more deliberation and after even more time passed.
Excuse me, you have to say something important. The troop of people that came by, they are apparently the military from West Helm. We have reasonable suspicions to believe they are going to launch an invasion of Island 2 in the next, 5 minutes. I do not know.
What are you talking?
Emperor Spood had grown impatient. After Spider informed him that progress was stalling, Spood had decided to send a squadron of the West Helm army into the Commonwealth's territory to find and arrest Night Arcturus.
Dude, Spood is gotta be one of the most impatient motherfuckers. Why did he go through all the effort of gathering everybody to make a pact, NATO-like pact, to eventually go to war by provoking them, to then just say, fuck it, and then just rip it? Like, what?
Oh boy, they're almost there, I think.
Hello, Ben. We are here peacefully. We're simply looking for a man by the name of Knight_Arcturus.
Alright. We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at. We have not seen him.
Wow. I love the groan. This Arcturus guy is being a fucking blight on my day.
No, if we had.
We don't have him.
Where are they going?
Is that it?
With their first plan failing, West Helm went to plan B.
Shield wall, shield wall.
What the?
What's happening, guys?
They're forming a shield wall. They're forming a shield wall outside.
Everyone leave. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Alright. Everyone bail, bail.
The West Helm Squadron had successfully intimidated the Commonwealth leadership into fleeing their own nation.
Damn pathetic, bro. The Commonwealth is such pussies, bro. God damn, they folded under pressure from shield. Not sword. Shield.
West Helm then went around, searching every house, every mine, every crevice of the Commonwealth. But ultimately, Knight Arcturus was nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, at the Cass Coalition.
Hey, can I run something by you real quick?
Yeah.
You know how everyone's trying to kill Saps
Buggy the Clown
because of what he did? And then during his trial, he was all like, Luminara was behind this. Luminara built the trap.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
So, I was sailing past Saps' place a few days ago.
God, this dude is digging. Or what?
Oh. You see that? You see that guy?
Yeah.
No.
Isn't that Flux?
Yeah, kind of looks like him. Yeah.
What's he doing at Saps' place? And why is he gathering blocks?
You go to show Cass.
Hubba bubba. Cut in 4K. Nah, we gotta run 3 minutes of ads for that shit. That's crazy. Dude, we actually gotta.
What do you think?
Fuck.
Interesting. You know what? Go show this to Tricolor. And probably also Hyperion.
I'm on it.
A citizen of the Cass Coalition had been reviewing his old video footage when he happened to notice Flux digging for sand, a prevalent material in Saps' roof. On its own, this wasn't the best evidence. But for some
there's
people,
smoke, there's fire.
It did raise some questions.
I like the way Ish talk. Many people in chat might not know that when I run 3 minutes of ads, although it interrupts the program, it can be prevented. With 3 clicks of a button, you can find yourself at the Twitch Prime page. Oh, it worked. L promo. Well, I got $5, bro. 70% of that of which I get to keep. Huh. Oh, shit. Double it. Triple it. Thank you for the sub chat. Appreciate that. Damn, I'm hungry as a... Oh, my God. I'm streaming longer than 4 hours. What do I do? I'm going back to YouTube. I got ads on YouTube. But look, I'm pausing the damn stream, bro. I'm pausing it. I'm respectful. You're literally stealing from the poor. Actually wrong because I'm getting Twitch Primes. And where do Twitch Primes come from? Amazon. And what happens when you don't use them? Amazon gets more money. So if anything, you're donating to billionaires instead of giving to the everyday streamer whose jobs are harder than 9 to 5s. Thank you, Jigglepuff. Thank you, Chickon. Thank you, Shenderson. Just Daxton, Saya, Swervel. Thank you, Poggert, Joe's Free, Zelamora. Bro, you don't have to give it to me. Look, I know I beg for primes, but you can give it to anyone. I don't mind. I'm not like specifically saying it's got to go to me. Just use them. Just don't be foolish and use them. Thank you very much, Canadian Immigrant, for the 3 months of subbing in advance. What the hell? Lattimore, thank you the prime. Lightstone, thank you the prime. Riku, thank you the 2 months. Schreckenberg, thank you. Godsword, appreciate the subs, y'all. All right, how much we got left? 50 minutes. A little under 50. That's not bad. Dr. Money Man, thank you. Pope John Paul with the 5. Thank you, Pope John Paul, for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that. All right, let's keep it rolling. There's people on the East Coast. What? Oh, DTS.
Hey, Ludwig, I asked you for half of your ice cream sandwich at Super Smash Con. I cannot believe you would deny a loyal fan that. Sharing is caring, man. Much love from the DMV.
I'm a cream enjoyer. Never ask me for my cream again. I love my fans. I love ice cream more. Sorry. If I was a giant robot and in one hand I had all of my fans and in the other I had the world's supply of ice cream.
Yesterday.
I mush it together, get a new flavor. Call that Holus. Oh, thank you for the subs, though. I appreciate it.
Saps had spent the day getting brought into meetings with the most important people on Island 1, and he didn't really know what to make of this. In one sense, he was incredibly lucky to finally have some support. But he also questioned how real this support is, and who he can really trust. See, Saps knew that the Covenant generally did not like the people of Island 2. The Covenant believed that Island 1 was the supreme island with better culture, customs, and traditions. They were also known to be ruthless, having massacred the entire Lingolini Mafia.
They missed one.
It's why Saps was suspicious of Turntap's offer to continue protecting him, especially after he ran away. But Saps knew he needed powerful allies as world tensions were ramping up. When Spoon invaded the Commonwealth yesterday, he got a lot of criticism, mostly from his own neighbors, who were blindsided by the move.
Spoon could have dragged all my people into war. Elysium is a nation of peace.
Like that, any hope for a Big Four alliance was basically dead, especially since the other nations were now dealing with problems of their own.
1,000 players simulate civilization. Gay son versus thought daughter. Ish. 10% of the revenue. That's all I ask. You're welcome for the idea.
Earlier yesterday, Queen Seneca had found out that Elysium's newspaper, Daybreak Media, had somehow found out that she had directed the Covenant to kill Lingolini.
Daybreak with another breaking news story. You gotta love journalism. Phenomenal journalism.
This is why Seneca was so quiet yesterday during the Island 1 snow meeting. She knew this story would be coming out, and she was trying to figure out how she would respond. And on day 9, she made her decision. To dissuade people from invading Infernus, she would show strength by doubling down and hold a joint ceremony with the Covenant, parading around Lingolini's head.
Lesson. Shame to those who disrespect our volcano.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, the Blue Cross was hosting a meeting.
Vietnam, I'm getting word that Infernus is having a ceremony to burn the head of Mario.
If I can't get his head back, then it's war. I will put my hands around each and every one.
The leaders and representatives then decided that Infernus needed to be punished.
I like the one person saying we're going to war. Brother, that's not war. 1v400 is not a war. I think the Blue Cross is a corrupt organization. What if it's John Wick? It's still not war. John Wick 1v400s, bro. No casualties on his side. I think the Blue Cross is a spineless, altruistic organization which likes to give out rulings, but doesn't have the power to back it up. Spicy Doug, thank you, the Prime.
They started discussing whether or not to declare war. But then, not even a minute into the discussion...
If everyone is against them, then we are not going to...
Benji's dead! Benji's dead!
What? Benji, the leader of Elysium, had suddenly died. And before anyone could even ask about what happened, a member of Daybreak Media made a shocking revelation.
Coldgrave, thank you for the 3 years. I have to thank Coldgrave. He's an OG. All right, let's go.
We know that Benji had been one of the people who made the call to kill Lingolini.
What? Apparently, Benji had admitted to Daybreak Media that he, alongside Infernus, had approved the killing of Lingolini. At the time, Benji believed that killing Lingolini would finally resolve the conflict over the volcano and bring peace to the island. But he ended up seriously regretting this decision, so he told Daybreak Media everything, exposed Infernus, and then ended his life.
What the fuck? What the fuck? That's not what I said to do at all. I did not say whistleblow to the media, then kill yourself. That is not what I said. Just want to clarify. That's not a Socrates moment. No leader has done that. Honestly, I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused of how Benji even came to the conclusion that Lingolini dying would bring peace. That also doesn't make that much sense to me. And I'm confused the value that his death will provide. It won't help. He released the list, then killed himself. So what is this? Fucking Epstein good ending? What are you saying? What are you trying to say here? He felt he had failed his people. Yeah, but if you feel you failed your people, you step down as a leader and you spend a life serving, hoping to regain their trust. You know, they could still use farmers and builders. I don't think I agree with the decision. Can I say that? I just don't agree with the decision. You told Saps to kill himself. I told Saps not to kill himself. He was punished and sentenced to death. Okay, so I told him to accept the punishment and use his final words in a powerful way. And like, first off, if you've watched the first episode of One Piece, you understand this. Goldie Roger technically killed himself. Okay? But his final words sent into motion a revolution that changed the world. And I think Saps could have done the same thing. That's all I'm saying. That's not spoilers. It's the fucking intro to the first episode. It's the intro to the first episode.
Now, because Benji had repented, the Blue Cross Conference decided not to punish Elysium and instead focused on Infernus.
I don't know about war.
Yeah, you know what's funny is they focus on Infernus, they ignore Elysium, and guess who they also ignore? The Covenant. Oh, curious.
Maybe a trial? Give Infernus a chance to tell their side.
Flux was representing Luminara at the meeting, and the leaders actually agreed with his idea. So later today, there would be a trial against the entire nation of Infernus.
Trial arc.
Now, when the meeting came to an end, Flux was approached by a few guards from Tricolor.
Right, look.
we know about the assassinations. All right.
What assassinations?
You're under arrest. You're coming to Tricolor. You're gonna have a fair trial. Just come with us.
What are you talking about?
Tricolor had issued an arrest warrant for Flux after they obtained incriminating video evidence from a citizen of the Caste Coalition.
Being possibly responsible for the death of Jovial in any capacity.
What are you talking about? We know Seraphim was guilty of that.
There are concerns that you may have been involved in other ways. If you believe yourself innocent, I believe that you are. I trust that you're innocent because you told me you were. But right now, the most important thing you can do is simply go to the trial and prove that you're correct, which I believe
This
you
is
are,
an
okay?
outrage against Luminara. I cannot
No.
believe that you would accuse me of this.
Now, the truth was, Tricolor wasn't necessarily convinced that Flux was guilty. They just wanted Flux to go to trial so that he could answer their questions about the videotape.
Why didn't you not bring this up beforehand?
So you were guilty, run away.
You're seriously scared that I'm going to run away from a trial?
You agree after what happened with the Commonwealth, we can never be too careful about stuff like that. We're both not.
Fine, I will go. But this is an outrage.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna remember this.
We will not stand for this.
That's a British ass word, bro. Outrage is a British ass word. This is an outrage. That's it. We don't drop that in America. It's not a common. This is an outrage.
Arrested by Tricolor. He's like stopping every few seconds.
We'll stop, don't worry about it.
The group then passed through Elysium and were about to sail off to Island 2 until...
Oh, hey, what is this?
What? Wait, Flux is getting away? It turned out Flux had secretly told a member of his own crew to come and attack him so that he could run away from his arrest without looking guilty. When Flux returned to Luminara, his whole world had flipped upside down. He believed he had covered all his tracks, that he had gotten away with everything. But for now, he had to remain calm and decide on his next move.
Dude, it's like watching the meltdown of Light Yagami. It's genius plays, but he'll never give up. The ego will take him to his bitter end.
Legacy. Yeah? We've just been informed that you have ties to the Covenant, and they're working with Saps the Traitor. So the problem is, we're afraid you're a national security threat. You have two choices right now. You either drop out of the election this instant, or we can do this the hard way.
Oh my God, he's playing bully ball. Holy shit. Putin on the beat. Fucking taking out his political opponents.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh, that's a fucking hard one. Okay. Fucking, I'm sorry. Do I die or drop out of the election? Oh my God.
All right.
By forcing Legacy to drop out of the election, Flux had automatically become the leader of Luminara. Which means if Tricolor still wanted to arrest him, they wouldn't be able to just walk ahead and take him. They would have to invade Luminara itself.
Wow.
Yesterday, Emperor Spoon had caused a lot of chaos with his failed attempt to capture Knight Arcturus. So he spent day 9 repairing relationships, but also forming new ones. For example, earlier, Spoon had received a message from a player named Addison27 who wanted to sell Jovial's head in exchange for Netherite. Spoon accepted the deal, gave Addison a place to meet him at, but then he gave Addison's location straight to Tricolor.
Armor.
Show us the head.
Yeah,
there it is.
Oh, no.
Give it right now.
I got it.
Now, this actually led to an alliance between Westhelm and Tricolor, the first ever multi-island alliance, and a strategic move by Spoon to befriend the neighbors of the Commonwealth. Later, Spoon also visited the Covenant after he heard about some civil unrest going on.
So they all just left, just like that?
Apparently, about half of the Covenant's entire population had decided to leave the Covenant. This is because they believed TurnTap was betraying the Covenant's values by constantly trading and associating with Island 2. And what made a lot of them really angry was the fact that TurnTap was making them protect Saps. See, originally, TurnTap had only brought Saps in to get diamonds for his army. But the more he heard about Saps' story, the more he became captivated by Saps and wanted to help him. In fact, the reason TurnTap had acted strangely on day 7 wasn't because he was thinking about killing Saps. It was because he had just saved Saps from the Alcaracina pirates, and he was worried that the pirates would attack the Covenant in retaliation.
Walk ahead.
Anyway, now that TurnTap had the pirates against him, as well as much of the Covenant forces, which TurnTap himself had trained to be ruthless, it's fair to say that his life was in grave danger. But before he and Spood could figure out a solution, the Covenant suddenly had a surprise visitor.
Come here, you're under arrest.
Uh-oh.
Yo, they're trying to kill me?
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
After days upon days of searching, the Commonwealth had finally found Saps.
It's literally the guy.
Saps is now hiding. This player, Zekor, was now the main diplomat of the Commonwealth, and he knew that this was his opportunity to finally kill Saps. The last thing he needed to do was to convince Spood to hand Saps over.
Spood, come here. Please, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. And are you a friend of this criminal behind you?
Alright, could you guys come inside?
Oh boy. Here we go.
They can talk through this.
We can put all of our fighting behind us.
God, this could be fucked though. Spood might just get bored in the meeting and fucking blow up the place with TNT. You never can tell with that guy.
I propose a trade. You give me Saparada, and the Commonwealth gives you Night Arcturus.
Oh wow.
RT for Saps. I mean, where would this happen?
Wow, a hostage exchange? What in the Jimmy Carter? Okay. I mean, I don't think it's a Luca trade. For Spood's sake, it's a good trade.
You can let us take Saparada now, and then we can kill Arcturus for you.
No, don't kill him. He needs to fight in the Colosseum.
Alright, we can make that work as well.
Wait, so you're saying you know where he is? It's interesting because Sitzkrieg said he didn't.
Okay.
We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at.
Look, he comes back every now and then. We'll find him.
Really? Is that so?
Why would I lie?
Because it sounds like you're lying, to be honest. I mean, it sounds like it. Let's move on the why, and let's just talk about the it sounds like it.
So you'll find him for me.
Spood, don't do this.
I can't take Saps, bro. I can't take Saps delivery, man. That shit kills me. Spood, no. They're trying to kill me.
Spood, I have to be honest. I'm shocked that you're defending this criminal. Either you accept this deal right now, or I tell everyone from back home that you're harboring Saparada. They'll all declare war on you, and this will be the end of Westhelm.
So, just to make the terms of this deal very clear, because I want to be accurate, you expect me to give up an innocent man in exchange for a terrorist? Is that really your offer?
He's not innocent.
Alright. Get out.
Oh, shit!
Now.
Damn! Aura. Damn, bro! Can I give you my Sap impression? Thank you, Spood. I appreciate that.
Soon, it would be time.
Dude, that's actually you know, honestly, it's great for Spood. Because what does Spood actually want? I think to prove that West Helm is the greatest kingdom in the world. He wants to go to war. He's been trying. He has a pact with Tricolor. He has a pact with the other nations on his island. Like, the fuck, respectfully. Okay, and I've been very nice to the Commonwealth all day. The fuck the Commonwealth gonna do?
For the trial of Infernus, which had become a very anticipated event because Seneca had told everyone that she actually planned to attend. As such, Turntap would be there to help her, which meant Saps also had to go. He wanted the Covenant's protection, which would actually come in handy. But Saps getting attacked. Oh no. Oh boy, Saps getting attacked again. The attacker was taken out immediately by the Covenant, but this led to another problem.
We need to know whether we should keep Infernus in the area. We are worried about assassination.
It's not going in a building, we're having this outside.
Seneca and the rest of Infernus had arrived, but were refusing to enter the courthouse because of safety concerns. Infernus is saying outside or nothing.
I mean, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I respect the decision. There was an assassination attempt within seconds. It's a reasonable request.
They're not going in. And as expected, people were quickly becoming impatient.
I have to stand here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna blow my hair out.
Let's come inside.
Blow your hair out? What are you, fucking Brazilian?
These people don't have the ability to come in this building.
The trial hadn't even begun, and things were already out of control. And then someone's setting up dripstone.
Oh! Oh my God! Turntap tanked the shot. Oh my God. I thought it was outside or nothing. What are they doing inside?
And like that, Turntap was dead, killed by 2 disgruntled former citizens of the Covenant who had come back for revenge.
Run! They're trying to kill us.
Burn us back to the castle.
Queen Seneca directed her people and all the remaining Covenant forces, who were now leaderless, to retreat to the Infernus castle. Both Infernus and the Covenant were eventually found guilty of murdering the Lingolini Mafia. But now that Seneca had adopted the entire Covenant army with all of its Netherite weaponry, it would be impossible to try and arrest anyone. Saps, meanwhile, was abandoned at the courthouse, so he ran all the way to West Helm to Emperor Spood, who was apparently dealing with a new political crisis.
A new one?
It appeared that Spood had finally made the Commonwealth mad because, according to a West Helm spy, it looked like the Commonwealth was preparing to go to war. And on top of this, Spood had received a message from Sitzkrieg inviting him to the Commonwealth for a meeting.
So, like, okay, the big 2 groups right now on the Broke Island is Spood and West Helm and Infernus and who is now combined with the Covenant. Who the fuck is trying to arrest the Infernus and the Covenant? Like, what group? Like, who is the Blue Cross backed by? I guess because Elysium doesn't give a shit. Oh, I guess probably Luminara, right? But Luminara is on the other one, no? Isn't Luminara on the other island? Yeah, who the fuck is Blue Cross, bro? Flux suggested the trial. Why is Flux at a Blue Cross meeting? I find the Blue Cross to be trifling. Trifling.
Now, of course,
Seneca's in chat saying Blue Cross was useless. Okay, well, Seneca, you would say that. You fucking murdered a bunch of Italian men for what, being Italian?
Spoot suspected this was a trap, but his second-in-command Spider had an idea.
Let me go instead. Well, let them kill me, and if they do, we'll have the right to obliterate them.
Basically, if Spider goes to this meeting and actually gets killed, then in the eyes of the world, this will give Westhelm permission to finally wipe the Commonwealth off the map.
Casus Belli.
You're a hero, Spider.
Glory to Westhelm.
These guys are all waiting for something to happen. This is it.
I don't love their strat here. I like the Westhelm siege and I like the reasoning, but you got the reasoning to gain support. Why not go to Tricolor? Why not go to Infernus? Why not add to your rank and file? It seems, I don't know if they win or not. I think they might lose this battle. The percentage doesn't seem 100. It seems they've made a bit of a, what's that word? They got a bit ahead of themselves, I think. I hope they didn't let Spider's death go in vain.
Wait, what? Where is everyone?
The Commonwealth had been completely abandoned. See, after Zekor's meeting with Spood, Sitzkrieg had tried to rally all of Island 2 against Westhelm, but not a single nation joined him. Throughout its days, the Commonwealth had faced chaos, infighting, global humiliation, and now Sitzkrieg was utterly defeated. So, as a final jab against Westhelm, Sitzkrieg decided to kill Spider before dissolving the Commonwealth once and for all. Sitzkrieg and his remaining citizens then decided to pack up and relocate to the one place in the world that Westhelm wouldn't be able to infiltrate.
Thank you, Seneca.
There are so many people. Oh my God. Infernus is massive.
Why would Seneca do that? I know Seneca can't hear me, but that gotta be the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life. What is that? That's crazy, bro. I mean, to betray your own islanders, your own kin. You grew up together with nothing, bro. I feel like she has lost the plight of the lava and turned to the plight of power. Fuck, bro, I'm running a minute of ads for that shit. It pissed me off. I'm sorry, I'm running a minute of ads. Fuck, man, I'm so tilted. Isn't it funny that Seneca was the one in the meeting saying, let nobody mine my shaft? And Lingalini, the one who opened it up, was murdered for saying, let's open it up. And now she opens it up not only to other islanders, but to people from the rich island. Makes me fucking laugh. The fuck is a Caste Coalition?
Meanwhile, at the Caste Coalition, it was the end of another good day. The farmers had produced plentiful crops, the businesses had made lots of sales, and there was even a birthday party.
Happy birthday!
But while her people were happy, Cass knew.
What did Tim do? Tim, what did you do?
Prime sucking demon always finds a way. Me Boomba.
Tim, what did you do?
So, When is the 3 below debate gonna happen? Also, does Saps get onto the yard?
We gotta see how it ends.
Very well that the outside world was quickly growing out of control. As leader, it was Cass's duty to keep track of all the world conflicts. But by day 9, they were simply overwhelming. She watched from afar as the Commonwealth fell apart. She watched as world leaders died left and right. She watched Infernus avoid justice by blocking themselves off, with Netherite at their defense, as well as the volcano's sheer height. Yet despite all the turmoil, Cass spent most of the day trying to solve what was now the world's biggest mystery. Who had really murdered all the Island 2 leaders? Was it Saps, or was it Flux? See, earlier at the Blue Cross meeting, members of the Cass Coalition were listening carefully.
Covenant was propagating anti-Island 2 propaganda, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that. Island 1 never had beef with you guys. It was really just a covenant.
They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. Then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all. But the Covenant was going to invade us, right?
Honestly, probably not. I think they were just trying to scare you guys.
Flux had fully believed that Island 1 was going to invade and even yelled at the other leaders for doing nothing, which made Cass think, what if that's the reason he killed them? Besides, what would be Saps' motive? There wasn't even a motive alleged during his trial, yet he was still found guilty.
It was a pathetic trial.
In fact, thinking back, the trial itself was suspiciously short, and the judge made a decision very quickly.
The trial was fucking pathetic, bro.
Well, on day 9, one of Cass's citizens was scouting the Commonwealth and figured out why. Flux had bribed the judge to ensure Saps was found guilty. When Cass discovered this, she immediately called for a meeting with local leaders.
It's been Flux this whole time. I'm so mad. He needs to die.
I never thought I'd say this, but you have my permission to invade Luminara.
Okay, I'll tell my guys to prepare for battle.
No, there won't be a battle. We go in, we take him out, we leave. Got it?
An assassination.
All right, first thing tomorrow.
Still a lot of people alive, to be honest. 700.
Welcome, everyone.
Rockin' Stone.
Welcome. We gather here today because, well, we never got the opportunity to properly mourn our previous leader, 3 Below.
What's going on here?
He was more than just a Luminaran, he was a friend, and I'm very much excited that we can continue his legacy and complete the bridge which he would have wanted.
You killed him! You killed him! Oh my God! Did he slither up to that podium?
Rocket Stone!
All right, let's go, let's go.
And so, the Cass Coalition set off on their mission to kill Flux once and for all. On the way, Cass stopped at Upheaval to rally their people.
We've found the person responsible for the multiple leader assassinations, including the assassination of your own president. Are we ready to fight?
Dude, Upheaval's still using iron armor. I can't. This is the equivalent of being from Rhode Island. Oh my God. I'm sorry, bro. How are you an Upheaval member? That's crazy. That's crazy.
For Luminara and for justice.
The plan was simple. Upheaval would invade Luminara from the south.
They're poor. They live on the rich island. They have for 9 days. At some time, you have to say, it's not about the money. Did he just say the plan is simple?
The plan was simple.
Copyright strike. Incoming. Sorry-ish. I'm getting the revenue, buddy. That's my phrase.
Upheaval would invade Luminara from the south, while the cast coalition approaches from the sea so that Flux can't escape.
I like that. That's a good strat. This is a good strat right here. That's Napoleon shit right there.
And I just, you know.
Oh, they're here. They're here. Flux is running.
Surrender!
They're after him.
Surrender, Flux! I don't want to do this!
Oh!
Okay, wait,
surrender!
Okay, surrender.
Surrender.
I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
Flux was under arrest, killing Jag, Alki, members of Tricolor, and leader of Commonwealth.
This is an outrage.
Dude, you don't fucking stop saying that shit. Fluke's on at the fucking Starbucks when they don't have soy milk. This is an outrage! Every time that shit's an outrage.
Attempting my assassination.
Hey, stop.
What is it? What you call?
This is an outrage.
And attempting my assassination.
Hey, stop.
Flux had stopped and surrendered, but there was a bit of confusion.
He's entitled to a fair trial.
Wait, I thought it was kill on sight.
Yeah, I thought it was kill on sight and leave. What the fuck is this shit? Whoever led that shit saying surrender shouldn't have said that shit. Kill his ass.
Going in, Cass had been under the impression that the people of Luminara wanted Flux to be overthrown, when in reality, most Luminarans knew nothing about his crimes.
Don't RSVP to a mass murderer right now. Don't let him get through the crowds, guys. Where's Legacy? Luminarans, do you want this man alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
Oh, come on. Alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
Oh, come on.
Dude, that's probably the best audio from this whole thing. Do you want this man alive? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's entitled to a fair trial.
All of a sudden, Cass wasn't sure about what to do. Until... Oh, he's running. He's running. Flux had killed 5 people using a secret trap he had built the day before. This bought him just enough time to escape.
You block up behind.
That said, Flux knew there'd be a lot of people after him, so when he dug to the surface, he ran straight to the ocean and fled Island 2.
God
Still, Cass and Upheaval sent out hit squads to try and hunt Flux down, while Legacy directed the citizens of Luminara to evacuate.
I gotta move all of these people over to the concave storage queue because no one is safe in Luminara at the moment.
Holy. Like that, Legacy had taken over as leader of Luminara. Cass and Upheaval were down 5 citizens, and Flux had gotten away with everything once again.
Dude, Cass choked. Okay. Whoa. Unless. Is he about to say, or did he?
Or so he thought.
I am so confused on what's happening right
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
When Flux's trap went off, the rest of the world had a lot of questions.
Was that in Luminara?
That was Flux?
Wait, Flux killed those people?
Yeah.
On day 10, word began to spread about what had happened.
That was Flux's trap? Yeah, Flux built that trap.
which made people think, was Flux behind the murders of the Island 2 leaders after all?
Yeah, it's not the most defensible thing to be like, yeah, no, I was getting chased. And I thought I might be getting chased, so I built a giant trap to kill hundreds of people. But I was getting chased. Like, you can't. The existence of a trap is premeditated.
Dude, I think Flux was behind everything. Saps was right.
Suddenly, the world realized that Saps had been telling the truth.
Saps built the trap. The daily break!
Saps, how do you feel?
Finally, I'm so happy.
For the first time since he had gone into hiding, Saps had been vindicated, proven innocent, and the world was finally on his side. And now, instead of hunting for Saps, all of Island 2 was determined to find Flux.
Bro, this is what happens when people want trials.
We should have just started killing him. I don't know why anyone stopped in the first place.
I would have been the bad guy if I killed him right then and there with everyone yelling, trial, trial.
But the search for Flux didn't take long.
Someone just saw Flux going up the volcano.
Oh, you're kidding.
He thinks he'll get
Queen
accepted?
Seneca had offered Flux refuge at Infernus.
Seneca, I'm gonna fucking... Bro, Seneca's pissing me the fuck off. She's pissing me the fuck off, bro. She went from Queen of the Volcano to like, yeah, I'm just harboring a few warmongers. Yes, I have Hitler and Stalin in my bunker. Yes, but we are just here because we love the volcano. Yes. What is the big deal? We love the volcano. Yes, his name is Benedict Arnold. He lives here. Why are you asking?
Under the condition that he and his crew build deadly traps all around the volcano perimeter so that nobody can break in. But the rest of the world was unfazed.
Yeah, they're gonna pay for what they did.
Yep.
On day 10, all of Island 2 joined the Tricolor West Helm Alliance and declared war against Infernus.
Alright, today we infiltrate the volcano for Spider and for Owo. And I just want to say, if I die today, I love you all. Glory to West Helm!
Glory to West Helm!
Look who he is. He was my brother. He was everyone's brother. And they took him from us. They took him.
Flux got away with murdering so many of our people and our leaders. Today, we get justice for our entire island.
Okay, vamos, amigos, vamos. All right, everyone in.
I'll meet you at the Coliseum.
Dude, just having some Spanish speakers sprinkled in is funny.
Let's go, let's go.
All right, let's go, everyone.
A few days ago, my home was turned into a death trap behind my back. I was framed and then forced to go through a rigged trial.
Guilty on all counts.
Yes!
A few days ago, every single person in the world wanted me dead. But today, you all know the truth about who really killed our leaders and our friends. Today, we walk ahead, we storm the volcano, and we get justice!
Storm is not the word I would use. Storm is giving capital vibes. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Thank you, Saps. All right, everyone, listen up. There's a lot of things to watch out for. There's gonna be lava, boiling water, dripstone traps, their entire army. They have the height advantage and netherite armor, but we have numbers. So let's stick together and let's win this thing. Come on!
Yes, move! All right, here we go. There's so many people.
You make me all blind with your civil rights. You demand that I eternize your name. Walk ahead.
Oh my God. I think there might be a problem.
It's good. You cover us in shame and I take the blame. Living by the rules to which high school blues. Walk ahead. Big cannons keep provoking. Blood-red suns thirst choking. Can anyone stand this nonsense? Eaten away.
Ludwig's on that son of a bitch. He needs to die.
To stop and obey.
They're pouring water on the lava, but the water still burns.
Okay, send out the covenant now, right now.
Go.
Oh, big fighting on the ground right now. Covenant is attacking from behind.
Good strat.
Keep going! Skin shining. Joker's got silver linings. Holy Mary sings songs.
Dude, the bows. The high ground here is so powerful. The strat is bad.
It's just chaos on the ground as well. It's the Covenant.
Get down off our mountain.
Oh, shit. Oh,
They got it.
Everyone retreat.
Stalagmite trap. Remy the rat, no!
Telling us to stop and obey.
The final push, here we go.
When this goes wrong, do you know what you wish for?
Legacy!
They're in. Oh my gosh! Whoa!
Look out for the hole.
I'll jump in the hole with you guys.
Dude, I would not be able to tell who is who. This is chaos. There are 500 people here. Sure, crits down. Seneca. Down. I need to see! Where is he, Fluid Sun? There's no universe he lives.
Surely not. No, of course he has a tunnel. Of course.
Where was he? I saw him! I saw him! We're gonna kill him! Run away!
He's missing? Hold on. Alright guys, let's go, let's go.
Colosseum? A 1v1. I don't know, can Saps win?
What? No way.
He has what? His armor's so much worse. And I've never seen Fluixon do a fair fight.
Wow, you actually showed up.
Can't say no to a friend, can I?
Bar!
Let's make this a fair fight.
Actual
okay?
bar!
Flux.
Ridiculous.
Look at all these people dying right now because of you.
This is Naruto Sasuke.
You know, Saps, none of this would have happened if you had died like you were supposed to.
Oh, shit!
I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
Dude, he is at such a disadvantage, bro. Diamond axe with bow and arrow and the trimmed armor? Sap can't win this, bro.
I can't watch this.
Come on, Saps!
Oh my gosh!
The lava bucket placement! Genius! Genius! Who was it? Fuck, who was it? God damn!
Good job, Saps. Good job.
Saps had killed Flux, and with that, Flux's reign of terror was over.
Holy shit! I think it might be the greatest YouTube video in the world, man. It's crazy. The cinema.
You're my mans.
It mogs the Minecraft movie. There's an epilogue? Oh Oh my God. The player base was halved. Holy.
Today, we gather to honor the lives lost in the Battle of Infernus. Since then, I think we haven't felt the same. I know I certainly don't.
The Island 2 West Helm Alliance had defeated the Infernus forces, but winning had come at a high cost.
Oh my God, they
After the
fucking
war,
made
people
Arlington.
across the world took time to mourn their dead, reflect upon the battle, and then, eventually, decide how to move on. Now that Infernus, the Covenant, and the Commonwealth were off the map, there were talks of creating a new world government. But ultimately, it never really materialized, and all the remaining nations just agreed to do their own thing and have peace.
In the corner of the crowded
Island 1 had taken the brunt of the war. Crops trampled, the big tree scorched, the volcano ravaged. As a result, people across Island 1 struggled after the war.
But I meant dead.
Some of them joined cults.
Jesus Christ. That's dark. Oh, fuck. Okay, they kill themselves. All right. Interesting. Okay.
While others moved to Island 2 in search of a better life.
What the fuck were Barbie and Oppenheimer doing that whole time? Were they at the war? Were they just boning in the middle? Like, what was going on?
Elysium was fine, though. Instead of going to war on day 10, the Nation of Peace had decided to hold a peace festival. And on their shore was something new. A bridge stemming all the way from Luminara. And so everybody lived on in peace, including Saps, who at long last had returned to Island 2.
Am I strong enough?
Those brings back memories.
It's like 4 days later.
Still, the world wasn't totally conflict-free. The Cass Coalition Bakery was yet to be exposed for causing the death of Wood Daddy. And Knight Arcturus was still in hiding, yet to be found by Westhelm. It's a big world, so it's not a surprise that many stories like these may just never end. But I think there's some beauty in that.
Do we all so slowly lose
Season 2? Nah, you're not getting what Ish is saying. Some stories don't resolve, and that's okay.
We will catch that traitor. But tonight you can rest. You've made your emperor very proud.
I can't believe Shrew didn't die in the war.
Jury, you have heard all of the evidence. If you find Thomas 5200 guilty of aiding Fluxion with his reign of terror, jump now. Tomas, may you find mercy in the end, senor.
When we first met,
It is the Nuremberg trial. We got the Nuremberg trials in Minecraft. That's crazy. Tomas, we will buy your studies in exchange for your lives.
I ran away screaming from you because I thought you were gonna blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But after we talked a little bit for like 5 minutes, I realized you could blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But that doesn't mean you will.
Barbie, do you take Oppenheimer to be your one and only kin?
I do.
Oppenheimer.
The wedding is beautiful. The cherry blossom wood with the charcoal wood.
Barbie and Oppenheimer have requested that instead of rings, they will both exchange something slightly different. If you would please turn your attention to the nuclear bomb that's behind us. 3, 2, 1.
The Barbenheimer nuke. It's beautiful.
So slowly lose control as emotions
No, he's making a
falling into the unknown. Or do we all guard our small fragile hearts as we softly break it apart?
wow.
Afraid to give in to the storm.
Dude, this shit's crazy. I can't believe I'm forced to upload on the same website. They didn't even have a fucking mid-roll ad for Rocket Money. What the fuck?